It is up
Maybe.
now.
There we go. And we're off!
So we're not gonna play D&D quite yet. Really
Vic is
quick
here.
though. Vic is here?
Mhm.
Okay, so maybe don't
I can't
play
hear
the
you.
Yogg.
Oh, I
Yes.
just
I can't
opened
hear
it.
you.
I just opened it.
I saw that, that's why I said that. So can you
What?
guys place your characters in relation to the door where we left off?
What do you mean?
Wait, what are you using to do this?
My stream.
Oh.
Yeah, so you're gonna want to
How
pull
do
up
I
my
do
stream.
your stream?
Pull
On
up
Twitch?
Twitch. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm logged in on this computer.
There we go.
Oh
Now I
god.
should be on the right window. Everything should be fine. Okay.
I have my dad's.
There we go. Alright. My stream is up and running. I'm ready to go.
Cool. Because I know that you guys had, like, a setup, but it was confusing, and I did not understand it.
Oh, I wonder if rolling dice actually works if I want to use this website. It does! Incredible!
D&D
I can
Beyond has
actually
always
roll
been
dice.
able to roll dice.
Well, no, it always has, but like when I did it on my last browser, it would glitch out and it would take like 20 seconds to roll one dice. And I don't know why, but this one I can actually roll dice on, so that's good.
Nice.
That way
That's
I
not
have
risky as
some
long as it's working.
motion on my screen, you know?
So I don't have something to resemble a bed. So we're going to use dirt tiles to resemble your beds.
It's so the dice throwing is really aggressive. It's kind of fun. I have to pull up your stream. Hold on.
I believe this
Bro, why is it spicy?
was a 2-bedroom. I don't think you guys opted for the big stuff.
We were in a one-bedroom room, and remember that the vampire interaction hasn't happened yet because we didn't wake up yet.
Yeah,
My alarm didn't go off yet.
Yeah, the vampire just walked into the door.
Yeah, it will only go off when he gets like close to our beds.
Yeah, so I want you guys. I remember you guys pushed the bed into the middle of the room, Yu-Gi-Oh style. Can you guys tell me where?
Yu-Gi-Oh style. 1478.
There was the. Oh wait, I need to.
Okay, so I'm in the center bed.
Oh wait, no,
I
that's
think
not what I wanted to
Lion
do.
Growl's in the bed with me, and then there's two like twin mattresses. So Lion Growl and I are in the middle, and then I think Red Monsoon was in a bed that we pushed next to the door, so that way all you have to do is stand up and then close the door.
I think you guys only had 2 beds to work with, so did you push one
Yeah.
up against the
Why is
door?
that made
We
sexy?
pushed one next to the door and then one in the middle of the room, and the
Okay.
alarm is set up around the one in the middle of the room.
So,
I see your
kind of like
stream.
that. I know it'll take
Yeah,
a second
I'm
to
in the
load.
middle of the room, and then I mean I can't. It takes a second for your stream.
Yeah.
So, did you unclick the stream delay button on OBS?
I have it delayed so that if there's a network issue, it just keeps
you
going.
can have that. You can have that as a separate thing. I have stream delay turned off, and then I have a buffer delay if it loses connection.
Let's see. What section is that in? I think I do have it off.
It would be in settings, and I think it would be in advanced question mark. I mean, there's going to be delay no matter what, but
Yeah.
there's either like a 20
Yeah,
second
there's-
delay or like a
There's no
5-second
stream
one.
delay.
Okay, so then it's just like the 5-second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way we had the beds.
Okay. So then you and Lion Growl were sharing the middle of the room bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Red was on the bed near the door.
It's not red.
What?
That's how you spell red?
RHED. Yep.
You mean blood tsunami? Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's That's a cool name.
Don't say that near Vic. They'll get a big head.
Okay.
Red will get a big head.
Is that even like he's already a barbarian? I don't think that you have to have
He's
pretty
already a
thick
Republican
skull anyways.
barbarian.
Yeah. Just say, do not call Red a Republican in front of Vic.
No, Vic, it's very.
Or
upset.
do.
No, don't. Vic asked very
Don't.
politely to not
Yeah.
say that. So you got to respect people's wishes.
All right.
To be
I need
a
to go
good friend,
grab
you
my
have to.
drink.
All right. I will pull that screen down now. Just because you don't need it right now.
Oh, I found a new spider yesterday.
So our cat, Mr. Doodle, has really high anxiety, and sometimes I forget how bad his anxiety is. So I did like the gremlin stance I do with Aspen, where you you spread your arms out and then you pet him.
Mm-hmm.
Doodle hated that. He ran and hid under the bed. Poor little dude. I felt so bad.
Darius forgets how bad his anxiety is.
Oh.
He has really bad anxiety because he used to be a feral cat.
We think that's why.
Oh.
So, like, he has really bad anxiety.
+4. Damn. Wait, that was the wrong one.
Also thinking maybe that we should set a tripwire by Red's bed too, but like only if the vampire like tries standing next to the bed.
It's too late. You guys already did your setup.
That's true.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't let me have my one-liner. Oh, I remember those days.
To be fair, I intended for my one-liner to be the end of the session.
We did not know that.
I didn't really want to let you have your one-liner anyway.
Why no one-liners?
'Cause I wanted my one-liner to be the end. It was something I had been working up to for months!
This vampire maid?
Yes!
Room service.
Yeah, he just comes in and goes, room service. And that was it. I will say,
that was the ending. That was because we nothing
Yeah.
happened after that.
Yeah. I will say, I don't think this encounter is going to go the way you think it's going to go.
We will see.
Probably not, but we're prepared either way.
Are
No
you?
idea what's going on ever.
Drugel wants to be a vampire. That's what's going on.
Apparently.
I told you this last night, Aislinn.
Uh.
That Drugel wanted to be a vampire.
Oh.
Yeah.
Drugel's only concept of the outside world is from children's storybooks, so vampires are very cool in Drugel's eyes.
And Red refuses to believe in vampires no matter what.
No matter the
Icon.
evidence. And I think one of my favorite interactions we had was Red was talking to someone who didn't believe in dragons, and Red was trying to convince him that like even though you haven't like seen it, it still exists. And I'm like, oh, kind of like vampires, huh? Huh?
It was funny.
Yeah.
And then like 15 minutes of playing a bakery. That was pretty fun.
God.
Matt hated it. Matt really hated it.
I didn't hate it. I just wanted you guys to get a fucking move on because I had to be up early the next day.
Yeah, but sometimes we want to have fun.
At a little bakery downtown with the gossip. See, we could have fit around to the Yogin. I'm just saying. I'm just saying we could have fit around in.
Yeah, I think we could have.
The option's still on the table.
Let's just go for it, yeah.
Okay. Let me.
I just pulled up my Pokemon game.
Well, too bad. We're playing the Yogg.
I was gonna play my little Pokemon game I've been playing. Apparently, Vic's computer is still updating from last night.
Oh my god.
It's okay. I'm opening the Yogg. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I was gonna play Pokemon.
We're play the Yogg with us. It'll be fun.
We're playing the Yogg.
You.
Playing the Yogg until D&D is ready.
Damn it. Fine.
What is the Yogg?
You will see.
You will see.
It's good.
It's so
Oh,
much
it
fun.
broke already. I hate that it does this. Okay, give me a second. It's a precursor to Monster Prom.
Basically.
It was
Pretty
a game
much,
that came
yeah.
out like 9 years ago, and I think they were probably pretty heavily inspired. But I mean, the people who made Monster Prom, I think, were probably pretty heavily inspired by it.
Probably.
All right, invite to game. Remote play together.
Mm-hmm.
Spoof Arcanum. Remote play together.
Play game.
Alex.
The
Remote play together. And
Oh,
now I need
yeah.
to turn the game sound down a whole bunch.
Okay, I'm coming.
Not on stream.
I would not.
Sorry, I didn't even hear what you said.
Depends on the day of the week.
Jesus Christ.
Dries, make sure we can do the mouse.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever.
Oh yeah. Let me do that.
We'll discuss.
This is such a beautiful game. You're gonna love it, Aislinn.
It's a gorgeous game.
It's so pretty.
Okay, how do I
It's
join
one of my
in?
favorite games.
I am Mr. Moss.
You accept my invite.
Did you send it to the chat?
I sent it to you on Steam.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have Steam open right now. Give me a sec.
I am Mr. Moss. If you guys are keeping the same characters, that means Aislinn is playing the Twink.
Incredible.
Oh yeah,
He's like-
my
So
goal of life.
do you want to play the Twink or the Queen?
You
I'm
mean
fine
Rick?
with either.
Red or yellow?
Red?
All right,
Alright, so Dryas is the Twink.
I'm the Twink.
Okay.
My dreams come true.
Alright, let's go.
We're
I'm
waiting
still
for
logging
Aislinn.
in. I'm still logging in. I'm sorry.
Wait, oh shit, sorry.
Don't hit any buttons. Just leave it on the screen. God, what's happening?
The character was selected. I thought you were in.
Did you skip me?
No.
It's we all use the same keyboard.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
Yeah, so we can add you in at any point.
so let us know when you're able to join, or if I need to send you another invite.
I don't think you'll have to.
As long as no
Okay.
one hits enter, we can stay on the screen.
Yeah.
Okay. I accepted the invitation.
Incredible. So can you see the screen now?
I see. I can hear it.
You can turn that down. Press Shift Tab, and you can change game volume and stuff.
I have headphones that I can change. I have my computer output set to one half, and you guys set to the other half. So I have to turn a dial to recalibrate.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah, so I don't have to do any of that stuff.
But
Nice.
can you see the screen?
Yes, I can.
The
Alright,
Yogg
you
will
can-
be here in 6 weeks, and no one expects it. Not to one of us. We just keep on
Hey,
living our
Elias, welcome.
lives, week by week, unaware.
How do I sound, Homoyes? I had to fix a whole bunch of stuff with my mic, so let me know how I sound. Alright, so it is Alex first.
Yep.
It is me
Mike.
first.
Where
what
you
should I
going?
do?
What do you want to become?
Who do you want to be?
Oh, the slums.
Let's be a forest gremlin. Who did that?
We can't do anything while you're looking at your settings, Dryas.
I was just turning down my game sound a little bit.
Ah. You're gonna chop wood in the forest?
Spend the week cutting down trees for the village.
Stop.
Aim to seek and earn yourself one wealth. One day you stumble upon a dryad picking flowers in a field. Upon noticing you, she runs up to you excitedly. "Excuse me, miss, would you care to dance?" she asks. I've wanted to dance for so
Oh,
long,
no.
but nobody else has been around to dance with, she sighs. I'd love to dance. She giggles and takes you by the hand.
Dance. I know
She
you
starts humming out a song, and the two of you dance together in the middle of the forest. You accidentally step on her toes several times while dancing. After the third time, she stops you. She thanks you for the dance and limps off into the night. You practice dancing a little. You gain 1 finesse.
All right, it is
That's-
Mr. Moss's turn.
That's kind of adorable. Alright, I'm gonna go to the hospital and treat the sick.
So the only keys that you need to use are the arrow keys and the enter button.
You spend the
Jason.
week diagnosing and tending to the sick. You gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. One day, a patient whose voice has been cursed and replaced with piano notes will not stop talking. All the other patients are complaining that his voice is making the hospital even more depressing. The doctors have tried convincing him to stop talking, but to no avail. Oh gosh. I'm gonna try to decipher what he's saying. You listen to his piano keys, but can't quite work out what he's saying. His sound gets progressively sadder and sadder. It starts driving you slightly mad. You lose 1 mind. Ah, shit.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
I like that reaction. Okay, it is your turn, so you can choose where you want to spend your week.
Hello?
Wait.
Hello.
Hi.
What are we
You
playing?
said I just have to use the arrow keys?
Yeah, the arrow keys.
Oh,
And then enter. Yeah.
We're playing D&D, but we were waiting for you.
So we started
Okay.
a round of the Yogg.
Okay.
Yeah. You spend the
you
week
spend the week
performing petty
Petty
theft.
theft. No, I'm kidding. You keep reading. I don't want to.
No, it's your character. You
You're
read.
supposed to.
Your
You
character,
gain 1
you
wealth
read.
and 2 finesse. One night, a man walks up to you. Excuse me, miss.
Oh, God.
Feeling a little lonely tonight? He asks. For only a small amount of coin, I can make you feel good all night. No thank you. I'm asexual. You're lost.
You're lost.
Okay. I love his energy, I'm not gonna lie.
To be fair, last time we played, I don't think he was even a pervert.
He's not. He
He-
was
he-
going
No.
to talk to you
Yeah,
about
he-
philosophy and
Yeah.
science, and then
He
say
just wanted
sorry
to
about
talk.
the lack of sex.
Yeah, he just wanted to have a conversation.
I want
You spend the
money.
week experimenting with different potion brews. You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. One day, an artificer stops by for a visit. She's adorned with magical gadgets and gizmos, and is followed everywhere by a clockwork spider. The alchemists of the tower all go out of their way to impress the artificer, offering her an array of potions and elixirs. As she's leaving, she adorns the most charming of the alchemists with a special trinket. The fact that she didn't choose you was a very humbling experience. You gain 1 charm.
They say
Say
the last time it came.
the Yogg devoured houses whole. Stole lives, tore families and family members apart. But that was so very long ago.
Wait, Alex, can you do like a super deep voice with the voice mod thing you had open?
Fuck, I think so.
Here, do like a super deep narrator voice for that.
Can we
Yeah,
try to make
maybe.
this go quicker so we can go to D&D?
Okay. Yeah, we'll just keep
Never
playing.
mind.
Next time.
Never mind.
Alex, your
I'm going to
turn.
be right back and rewarm my food.
You spend the week hunting defenseless critters. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. One day you stumble upon a tall, nicely trimmed hedge in the middle of the woods. You sit beneath your lunch in front of the hedge, wondering what exactly it is doing out in the woods. Suddenly, an enormous hand erupts from the foliage.
I've seen this movie. High five it.
You try
High
punching
five
the
it.
hand, but your blow just glances off of it. The hand that grabs you and pulls you through the thorns of the hedge.
Oh.
It's not the physique. The beast drags you all the way back to his lair and chains you up to a wall.
Jeez.
That's the other
First,
kind of
layers
Dungeons and
weird flesh
Dragons.
off of you. Eating it in front of you. Then he waves his hand, regenerating the flesh on your body. This cycle curse what feels like
Ah!
years of torment he undergoes unbearable.
Oh.
Free mind. Oh.
The constant barrage of healing spells infuses you with raw magic. You gain 3 magic.
Oh.
Hey.
No matter what you do, you're just going to be the magic user.
No matter what I fucking do. One day, the Beast Slayer is attacked by another monster. You take this opportunity to escape. Push through the hedge and back into the forest. When you finally arrive home, you learn you'd only been gone for a day.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Ouch. Big yikes.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the gardens and meditate. You spend the week in deep meditation. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. One day, on your way home from the park, you come across a golden ring in the grass. Wear the ring! Upon placing the ring on your finger, orange glowing markings appear on the outside of the band. The markings unravel themselves from the ring and swirl in front of you. They form into what appears to be a fully armored ghost, radiating a beautiful orange light. The ghost turns to you and nods before walking away. The ring looks good on you. You gain 1 charm.
Hey, where are you gonna spend your week? The ultimate question. Bartend or drink? You spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. You earn 1 wealth in tips and gain 2 charm. One day, a bard pulls out his lute in a bar and starts playing a tune. Unfortunately, his singing is horrible and has ruined the tavern's atmosphere.
This is how you get the capitalist ending.
You decide to do something about it. Yeah, last time we played this, Pastry got the capitalist ending 2 times in a row. It was incredible.
Yeah.
You borrow the bar owner's lute and challenge the bard to a musical duel. You play out beautifully complex combination of oh, I can't even say that word.
Arpeggios.
Arpeggios.
Yeah, that's it.
The tavern roars with applause. That's the first time someone succeeded at that.
It's because you had 7 charm.
The bard tries his best to replicate your piece, but ends up dropping his lute, snapping it in half.
I'm just imagining playing The Devil Went Down to Georgia.
He bows his head shamefully in defeat and walks out of the tavern. You gain 1 finesse and 1 charm.
Aw, yeah.
Alright, magical disease. Give me the magical disease. You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. You gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. One day, while the maternity ward, you notice a woman about to give birth.
Oh, you got the other one.
Nope, demon baby.
I hate that voice. That's so scary as shit, Alex. Sounds like a different human being, and I was like, who joined our Discord call? Like, oh my god.
That's so cool.
Baby she births is no ordinary baby, however. Its skin is pitch black and shiny, and its eyes glow like an orange flame.
That's cool as fuck, though.
It wrestles itself in the doctor's hand and tries to fly away. Stop that demon! Yells the doctor. I'm gonna use my magic. With a wave of your hand, you put up a magical barrier blocking the exit. The baby breaks right through it and flies off into the night sky.
It was on us in a heartbeat. Or so the story
goes. It was on
goes.
us in a heartbeat. Or so the story goes.
I hate this voice, Alex.
I don't like it.
Deep enough.
Pierre went.
It's not deep enough.
I don't like it.
I hate it. I hate it, Alex. I hate it.
This is as deep as it can go.
Okay.
That voice makes me
At least
so
as far as I
uncomfortable.
know. Does it really?
Serenity.
Mm-hmm.
Get on my chair.
It's like those when you're watching like a crime drama and the person wants to hide their identity.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
That is awful.
Okay, yeah, I'll stop.
No,
Alright, where are you going, Alex? Where are you going?
You said go deeper. You did.
Was
no,
it in a
was just
different
surprising. I
context?
think that's too shocking.
Where do you want to go, Alex? Where are you
Also, that's
spending your
what
week?
she said.
Huh, fuck you.
We both made that joke, but I don't think anybody heard mine.
Oh,
I heard
no.
yours.
I'll meditate. You spend the week in deep meditation. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. Walking past a pond one day, you see a fat little frog.
Do you have
sitting
do you have the audio feedback going in your ears?
Yeah.
No.
It's speech jamming you. Turn that off.
What?
It will help.
What do you mean?
The thing where
He
you like
said no.
hear yourself.
Yeah,
You have the thing where you can hear yourself on.
I did.
Yeah, turn that off. It speech jams you. It's awful. I hate it.
Well, walking past a pond one day, you see a fat little frog sitting on a lily pad. You fucking
Kiss that frog. Kiss that frog.
Please, Mr. Frog begs. I'm not a frog at
lip.
all, but an enchanted prince. If you could please see your way to kissing me, it would break the curse and return me to normal.
Yeah, contract
The
frog
frog.
herpes.
You bend down and kiss the frog. Suddenly, the frog is enveloped by a cloud of shimmering
Herpes.
fog. When the fog clears, the frog is gone, but a tall, wiggle man is standing in the pond instead. Thanks you for helping him and gives you a reward.
Too well.
Gains you wealth. As word spreads of your deed, your reputation improves. Gain 1 charm.
Nice, nice. I'm going to the forest now. I'm gonna...
You should go to the castle next so you can vouch that he's a true king.
I'm gonna hunt. You spend the
For
week
context-
hunting defenseless critters.
For
You gain-
context, Aceland, unlike Monster Prom, this only has 6 weeks,
Yes.
and we're already almost done with week 3.
Uh-huh.
So it's a lot faster.
You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. One day you come across a group of people in the woods. Oh no. From the expressions on their face to they appear to be lost. They are not the cultists. Oh.
Damn.
I don't think I have the finesse to rob them. You confront the group and try to help them find their way back to town. With ease, you lead everyone back to town. Extremely grateful, the group gives you a small token of their appreciation. You gain 2 wealth. Woo!
Nice.
Wealth
Alright,
doesn't do a whole lot in this game either.
Like, it allows you to, like, buy things in like, opportunities, but it's
Yeah,
rare.
but it's random.
Oh, also, you can smelt it down into stuff.
Oh,
what
that's
it's
true. Yeah. If you become the smelter.
Yeah. You spend the week placing bets on your favorite fighters. You gain 2 wealth. One day in the middle of a match, a small baby with jet black skin and glowing eyes flies
jeez.
into the center of the arena. Fire erupts from his eyes, melting the flesh off of one of the fighters.
Cool.
The baby then shapeshifts slowly into Gargantuan Horn Demon. Before I go on a murderous rampage, will anybody dare challenge me to a duel? Asked the demon.
Yeah.
Well, look at what we have here, the demon says, responding to you, stepping forward. You pull out your weapon, ready for combat. The demon tilts his head forward and charges. You run full speed at the charging demon with your weapon raised above your head.
You fucking
The
die.
demon ducks under your weapon and hits you with a force so hard
Goddamn one
that you
hit.
black out.
You're gonna
You
lose.
dream
Oh,
of the
you
world
destroyed
crumbling to
the
defeat
arena!
around you. When you come to, you wake up in your home with a message carved into your chest.
God damn.
You've got guts, Challenger. I respect that. It reads. I've given you a small blessing so that you remember to not challenge a demon in the future. You feel wiser. You gain 1 mind.
Oh, you gain 1 mind.
Yeah, so no more arena for us.
Yeah, no
I'm
more.
sorry.
No, it's
busted.
fine.
Demon baby.
Demon baby.
Demon baby.
Demon baby.
Can you stop licking my crotch, please? That's fucking disgusting.
You spend the week diagnosing and tending to
Goddamn.
patients.
That's
You
what
gain
she
2 mind and
said.
1 wealth. One day, you hear spooky sounds echoing through the hospital.
Really hope that it's
You don't
Finn
Soon
you're
afterward, a
talking
glowing
about.
blue ghost fades around from the ceiling. She seems to be wandering the halls aimlessly, howling out horrible noises. She doesn't appear to realize that she's freaking everyone out. You decide to do something about it. Talk calmly to the ghost. You approach a spear and try to explain the effect she's having on the sick. You're not convincing enough to be able to persuade her to stop her haunting.
Yeah.
Eventually, everyone gets used to her and learns to live with the creepy ghost. Your mental resolve hardens. You gain 1 mind.
And then the world was a howling fury. Chaos. Screaming. The sound of all we knew being pulled in half.
Childhood home.
So the Yogg is approaching slowly, and these are
Yeah.
the weeks leading up to the Yogg. Alex, it is your turn.
Oh my Yogg.
Oh my Yogg!
Oh my Yogg.
Did you see her purse? It was like totally a what is it called? I'm too tired,
A
man.
fakey.
Yeah, a fakey.
A
Did
ripoff?
you see that? That wasn't even real Gucci. That was Gookie.
Jason, I can hear you louder in the house
Alex-
than through the headphones.
Hilarious.
Alex, I think you went too deep. Can't hear you.
No, I think that's the level of deep we wanted for the in between slides, but not for your normal slides.
Yeah.
Alex sounds like a fucking demon.
Oh no, the demon escaped the game.
Oh god.
It's here with us.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Damn it!
Alex, you there?
Yeah. Hello. Hi. I didn't even have a voice thing on. I don't think.
You did. You did. You had a demon voice thing on.
Yeah.
You're howling nearby, followed by the rustling of leaves.
I don't know if you can escape. Oh, you have 10 finesse. You might actually be able to escape.
Stand
Okay.
okay. Ready to fight
Or
whatever
not.
it is out there. Blur,
Alex
please
wants
don't
to be
shoot
a
the lashes
werewolf.
not weapon from your hands. No, I don't. The beast slashed
What's
up
your
from
gun
your
then?
chest.
You could have ran away. You
You could have
Yes.
run.
When you come to, your whole body feels warm and the gash and chest disappeared. You lose 3 magic, gain 3 physique. I was good.
You
didn't
could
try to
have
fight
fucking
it.
run.
But you only had
fight
6
it.
physique. You only had 6 physique, and you had like I think 10.
Yeah, 10 finesse.
Finesse.
Finesse is what helps you slip out of situations. Physique is what helps you fight.
You spend the week maintaining the plants in the royal garden. You gain 1 finesse, 1 physique, and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day, a toothless old woman approaches you. I have a small pouch of magic beans. Would you be interested in purchasing them?
Take my beans.
Of course I would.
Beans.
You spend 1 wealth on the beans.
Beans.
Later, you decide to plant them in a small, rarely visited part of the garden.
Make
My
sure you
beans
go
in
back
your
to.
mouth and something magical will happen. Trust me.
Who is it that, we have to go back and landscape, right?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay.
Make sure you go back
To
and
water
landscape
it.
next one.
Just don't activate the leeches.
Unleash the leeches.
No. Fighting crime, huh?
Mm-hmm. You spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. I want to be Batman. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. One night, a small child approached and killed him. With his hands cupped and outstretched towards you, he doesn't say anything, but he looks up with you with wide eyes, waiting expectantly. Punch him. I'll give him some coin. You toss him a sack of coins. You lose 1 wealth. He thinks you, walks away. The next night, you recognize him on the street. You spot him eating what looks like a fresh loaf of bread. He sees you and smiles. You feel good about yourself. You gain 1 physique. You gain 1 finesse. You gain 1 mind. You gain 1 charm. You gain 1 magic. Nice.
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 Nice
Nice.
cock. You're tending
You
the
spend the
ball.
week attending fancy gatherings. You gain 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day, a grand carriage arrives in the palace, which
It's the frog.
a grand
frog,
carriage arrives in
the
the palace
frog,
from which
the
a
frog,
tall,
the frog,
regal
the
man
frog,
emerges
the
from the
frog.
carriage. He says that he is the true king, recently freed from a curse placed on him by the wicked half-brother. The man challenges the king to a duel for the throne.
Support
Last
the
time we
king.
supported
Support
him,
the
he lost
king.
horribly.
Yeah, support.
But you have enough mind and charm.
You decide to act on the king's second. You watch the fight carefully for signs of foul play, but everything seems normal to you. In the end,
Yeah.
the king defeats the stranger. The king gives you a small reward for your support. You gain 1 wealth.
When it arrives this time,
It
how
arrives
will
this
we...
time. How will we fare? We will once more rebuild. Move on.
perfect.
Be strong. Or have we forgotten?
When it arrives this time, how will we?
There.
It's so slowed down.
Alright, Alex.
So why do you keep using the voice when it's your turn instead of using it for the slide? Like, I wanted you to use it for the slide. the narration
Slide to
slide.
the left. Slide,
Slide
to
to
the
the
right.
right.
One hop
did
this
cross.
time.
I did so.
Crisscross.
Cross.
We didn't hear it.
Alex, do not go to the garden. Matt needs to go to the garden to
Yeah.
tend to his beans.
Yeah.
His beans!
I gotta play with my
Beans,
beans.
green tomatoes, tomatoes.
That was your fault.
Spend the week cutting down trees for the village. You gain 2 physique and earn yourself 1 wealth. Over the course of the week, you notice you've been slowly growing entire all over your body. You've also noticed yourself getting significantly stronger. You gain 3 physique. Your ability control is supernatural is fading, however. You lose 3 magic. One day, you feel searing pain coursing through you as your body contorts against your will.
Whose will?
There erupts from everywhere, and your teeth turn jagged and sharp. All I can think of is how hungry you are. The next few hours are a blur. Wake up next day in your bed, naked and coated in blood.
What
you
a
take a look in the
Tuesday
air, and
night,
you notice
am I
you're
right?
completely back to normal.
Yep.
So, like, whatever all that was, it's all out of your system now. Next day, you find the exit tunnel is closed. Something about there being a horrific accident in the forest. You do not inquire further.
Damn.
Now we can't go to the
Good.
forest or the arena.
Yeah. Spend the
Take
week
care of your
maintaining the
beans.
plants in the royal garden. You gain 1 finesse, 1 physique, and earn yourself a wealth. One day, while in the gardens, you notice a beanstalk.
Water it.
I want to
water
eat it so badly.
Eat it.
Water it.
Eat it. Eat it.
I feel like we watered
Water
it
it.
last time, though.
No,
Yeah,
I think you
because
ate it last
right
time.
Before it was right before the Yogg came, so I don't think we had time to see the
Gremlin,
result.
gremlin,
Oh.
gremlin, gremlin.
I think if you water it, maybe it'll like help the ending. Actually,
If plants could express emotions, it would let you know how delighted it is to be watered.
Oh.
Alright, you have to go back there tomorrow, too.
Okay.
I want to go to the palace this time. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Go to the palace.
Yeah. I want to go to a ball too. Live out my dreams. Ganesh, she's sexy. You spend the week attending fancy gatherings.
You turned into like a man from the 1950s.
Damn, what a fine.
Man, she's sexy. What a fine fox.
Damn, she's sexy. You gain 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day you accidentally bump into a duke. Oh my god, I always wanted to marry a duke.
Well, you have 11 charm.
Filthy peasant. He shoves you in the way with his hand and continues walking.
Passive aggressive or active aggressive?
Ooh. You have enough charm.
That outfit looks really comfortable. He looks mildly insulted. Sick bird! You gain 1 charm!
Incredible.
Yeah! I
Insult.
love being mean to rich people!
You spend the week performing petty theft. You gain 1 wealth and 2 finesse. One day while wandering the slums, you notice that the stones used to line the road seem to have a certain pattern to them. With a piece of paper and pencil, you manage to work out that each type of symbol corresponds to the letter of the alphabet. Deciphering the code points you to a small trapdoor hidden in the back alley. You descend to find a dimly lit room with 2 cubes hovering off the ground, text scribbled across them.
So what do you want more of?
I was gonna try to become the leader, so I was just thinking the gallant would give me more charm, right?
Probably.
Or
Use
mine.
a cube labeled the gallant. Everything flashes white. You wake up feeling a little odd. You gain 3 charm.
This one's
3.
mine. This one's mine.
Okay, go.
The dog, it's almost here. Almost.
Oh yeah, that was good.
That makes me think of the Jackbox.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
The horror
Trivia murder party voice.
Hey, yo, fit.
So now we know that the
Get your
person
ass over here.
who voices that probably sounds a bit like
Spend the week
Alex.
cleaning up noxious chemicals. You're paid 1 wealth for your labor and gain 1 physique and 1 magic. One day, all the alchemists decide to take a break from work and instead throw a cantrip party. One alchemist waves his hand and produces confetti in front of him. That spawns a seemingly endless number of doves from his sleeves. And all the alchemists turn to you to see what you can come up with. Simple.
You only have 4 magic, yeah.
Yeah.
Of accidentally setting your eyebrows on fire. For the rest of the week, the alchemists make jokes to your expense. Lose 1 charm.
You didn't even have enough magic for a simple
Take care of
trick.
your beans. Take care of those.
Oh, that's right, my beans.
Beans.
Spend the week maintaining the plants in the royal garden. You gain 1 finesse, 1 physique, and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day, you notice a glowing beanstalk in the corner of the garden. When you get closer, everything flashes white. The beanstalk transformed into a small gnome. What? The gnome thanks you for freeing him from the magical seeds. As a reward, he offers a choice between the following. Oh, blessings of the tangible or blessings of the cerebral.
So cerebral would be mind and charm, and then tangible would probably be physique and finesse. Or maybe wealth.
I'm gonna go with tangible since you're going for leader. You gain 3 physique.
Wait.
3 finesse. And 3 wealth! Whoa!
You're fucking loaded!
Mind, charm, and magic must have been the other
Probably, yeah.
So that's what the beanstalk does. It gives you +3 in everything.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Or plus 3.5.
Yeah.
You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. You gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. Sexy.
Oh no.
One day
Oh no!
Leeches.
Leeches
Not the
start
leeches.
flooding into the hallway. There are people screaming everywhere as leeches slither towards them. Somebody do something! Yells one of the doctors.
Zap the leeches with magic or use yourself as bait.
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 You start
Bait,
taunting the
bait,
leeches
bait.
and lead them back to their containers. With great skill, you manage to avoid the leeches' fangs. You then lure them all back into their containers. Quick thinking. You gain 1 mind.
Incredible.
That was successful. I'm so
This is
Thank goodness.
the last week, so
My last week of life is spent taunting leeches. Which I think is fair.
You spend the week attending fancy gatherings. You gain 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day, the court jester approaches you. Would you like to learn to juggle, he asks excitedly. I'll teach you everything I know for a small sum. Sure! You spend the day with the jester practicing your juggling techniques. You improve dramatically. You gain 2 finesse. You gain another 2 finesse. You happily pay the jester for his services. You lose 1 wealth.
Wait,
Alex?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got it, Alex.
Storm arrives in the night. By the morning it still rages. For 3 full days the tempest puts us through a grinder. Drowns us, crushes us, ruins us. Then it ends. You see the graveyard our home has become. Our home. Does anything yet live? Is it, are we, past saving?
So now we choose our roles, Aisland, and also, it was a storm!
Yep.
The Yogg was a storm.
That's it?
So now we choose our roles.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think I should be?
You have a fuck ton of physique.
Zeke?
So
Zeke,
probably the builder, and then Matt could be the smelter.
Maybe.
Take upon yourself to help rebuild the town by hand. You rebuild homes at breakneck speeds, impressing the rest of the survivors. This helps rebuilding efforts significantly.
Also, depending on how we do here, Aisland will determine if we rebuild the town or if it crumbles.
Oh.
I have a lot of finesse in mind, so I think I might... I'm thinking I'll be the... Oh, you know,
I want to be the leader because I've been working on
What's
my
finesse?
charm in mind.
Yeah.
I think
It's
you,
like
I'm thinking-
you have great finesse. You'd be a great tailor.
That's what I'm thinking, and I'm kind of thinking that...
is like dexterity.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm saying that I should be the tailor. I'm kind of thinking somebody should be the doctor, though. Probably Aisland.
Because my mind
Aisland
is
has
11.
11 mind, yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You volunteer to weave and mend the clothing for survivors to keep warm. You make and mend clothing faster than anyone would have ever expected. Every survivor now has an excess number of scarves, socks, and hats to keep warm. This helps the survival effort immensely.
Your headphones.
Alright, so well, you have 12 charm too, so you could be the leader as well if you wanted.
Get in here.
But also the doctor.
Which one of us
No,
would be
I'll be the doctor.
Okay.
The town.
You take it upon yourself to help the sick
Who
and injured
selected
from
for
the Yogg.
me?
What?
I did not click enter.
I didn't either.
I thought you said the doctor. I'm sorry. I clicked. Sorry.
You're fine. I'm not upset.
You're able
I
to
was
keep
just
most
surprised.
patients in stable condition. Most? Some are
even
even...
able to get up and back to work in no time. This helps the survival effort quite a bit.
Alright.
So doctor is important.
Leader.
I like being the leader. It's fun.
take
It either ends. If you're the leader, either ends horribly or great.
You take it upon yourself.
You take it upon yourself to be the leader of the survivors. You expertly delegate and prioritize tasks. You give motivating speeches and act as an effective mediator in disputes. This helps the rebuilding effort significantly.
How's it gonna go? Wait.
And so...
Wait.
We
my
set
God.
about our tasks.
And so, we set about our tasks, once more living our lives. This time in a way we might never have expected, or even wanted. But in the end,
While you still have that voice active, can you say "fuck your father, fuck your father, fuck your father" for me?
fuck your father. We floored.
Just as good as I expected.
Towers once wrecked and ravaged rose towards the sky. Trees again took root, then blossomed. We all blossomed. And though it took a long while, and though it took a lot from us, our future is bright. Should the Yogg ever return, we will be ready.
We got the good ending.
We got the better ending.
We rebuilt the town.
Yeah.
No, this is the good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the better ending. And now we
Now
see
we
our
know
individual
now we learn
endings.
what happens to us as individuals.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna go crazy because my experience in the forest.
Who's gonna be?
Oh, it
the
looks like you
outcast of
actually
the
turned
list?
out well.
You decide to seek out the beast that infected you with that violent disease. Armed only with a crossbow and a small pocket knife, you venture out into the forest. For a few days, you find nothing. Then you try howling out to the night sky. In what seems only a few moments, you hear heavy footsteps
You've
running
got a
straight for you.
boyfriend.
You fire a bolt into the darkness and hear a loud squeal. Peering into the darkness of the night, you spot your foe sprawled on the forest floor with your bolt right through its skull. You behead it
Killed
with your
your
pocket knife
boyfriend.
and bring it back to
Kill
town.
him.
Oh my god.
You become a celebrated hero.
This isn't an ending we've had before.
No, it isn't.
You become a celebrated hero.
Nice. You killed the werewolf.
I wonder if it's because you went into the forest to hunt twice.
That werewolf killed me in one of my other games. Physique. One of my other games, I left to go find a new home, and the werewolf ate me in the woods.
With the town rebuilt, you start a topiary design firm.
Ooh.
You charge top dollar for high-end designs of shrubs and hedges. People from all across the land seek out your expertise in all things gardening related. It's because I went to the garden like 4 times.
Yeah.
For the beans.
Yeah, you were even named Time Magazine's most important person of the year at one point.
I love that it's time. Like
you live out the rest of your days comfortably.
All right.
I liked the ending where I went and lived in a log cabin.
I like that ending too.
With the old tavern owner dying in the yard.
Oh,
Before long, the tavern's busier than ever, filled with good music, games, and friends. Your tavern's doing so great that every other tavern in the area has closed down. You start a chain of taverns throughout the city to fill. I only went to the tavern once.
That's all it takes.
You start a chain of taverns throughout the city to fill the demand. Each new tavern you open makes it more difficult to manage all of them. You begin enacting policies that make it easier for you to keep track of how the taverns are being run. The taverns all start to become bland and uninteresting places to be, but since you have a monopoly, you're still making ridiculous amounts of money.
So I made the minor capitalist ending, and you got the extra capitalist ending.
Mm-hmm.
The Yogg changed you, probably for the better. With the town rebuilt, you decide to retake your role as a doctor in the hospital. There you make friends with another doctor. The two of you do everything together. You're inseparable. Eventually, you even decide to get an apartment and live with each other.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Then your friend gets married, and
no.
everything changes.
No!
Their spouse has to move away to a new town, and your friend follows.
No!
You try to keep it in touch by mail, but the letters start to come less and less frequently.
Oh.
You try to fraternize with the other doctors. While they're all nice people, nothing can compare.
Oh no!
Oh my god, that's new.
I was expecting there to be a twist that you were the spouse who had to move away, but no.
No,
I'm just
heartbroken.
Okay, D&D time!
Yes!
D&D!
I don't have that much time! I'm gonna go bed!
Yeah, we probably should have ended the Yogg as soon as Vic showed up.
It's fine, that was actually a lot of fun. I'm glad we played.
Mm-hmm.
We should do that again for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It is one of my favorite games of all
It's
time.
a good game.
It's a very good game.
Yep. Alright, so if you don't already have my stream pulled up, go ahead and do that.
I have it pulled up, but where's me?
What do you mean?
How do you guys get your pictures popped up?
Yeah, where's my picture?
It's a good question. Have you tried reloading? Hold on.
Do you have to load Discord?
Oh, I do not want to try
There's
closing and
Droogle.
opening Discord again.
It might just take a moment.
Hello! Droogle here! Would you like to buy my mysterious incantations and potions?
Let me leave and rejoin.
Butter Genasi Barbarian.
Blah.
So Finn,
Hello?
Süßigkeit, was ist los?
We need you, Blood Tornado. We need you to be part of this.
It's not showing up.
We'll just go ahead and get started. There it is. All right. So, we left off on session 15, the lifeblood of the party. This is session 16. So as of last time, I should say, the party woke with 20 fewer hit points than the maximum and immediately left for the library.
There's blood.
With suspicions of a vampiric disease from the bites of vampire spawn. The library gave Liongrowl answers about vampire colony locations, a brief history, and weaknesses and abilities. Meanwhile, Droogle and Red browsed kids' books and vampire stories. They left the library after the minimum 2-hour stay and went to Scrolls and Folios Emporium to try and find answers. Much like the librarian, Tuck admitted to not being able to say anything about it, so Liongrowl checked Red and Droogle for vampire bites and found some. They went back to their room at the Drunken Dwarf, where they discussed a plan of action and collected on their mysterious lights job from James Wint, where Red made an insensitive crack about James's daughter not loving him.
Did I?
Yes, you
Yes.
did. They proceeded to go to the local bakery, where Red deduced that one of the chefs is cheating on her husband with a noble lady. The party...
I forgot that I got really into drama last session.
The party then went to a bookstore owned by a lady who does not believe in dragons, and then browsed until nightfall. They prepared their room for attack with an alarm around the bed, Red by the door, and Droogle with death grips on hair and feathers to wake his fellow party members upon an invasion of the room.
And a string I'm holding in my mouth that's hooked up to my crossbow.
Around 1 or 2 a.m., a knock is heard at the door, and the door is opened by a black-haired, black-bearded man in a maid dress, who quietly says, "Housekeeping?" as he slowly enters, and that's where we left off. So it is currently 1:30 a.m.
Real quick, before we fully start, do we want to have any music going or no?
I was gonna get some ambience going while you guys get started.
Okay, so we decided we were gonna wait until the alarm goes off because the alarm is around our beds. So if we wait till it goes off, then your job, Brad, is to stand up and close the door so we trap the person in there with us.
So I'm gonna go with bard guitar.
As long as it's copyright free. Did you
Yeah.
find
It
a
should
copyright
be.
for this?
Unlike that Avengers music. That
This
was
should
played.
be.
By the way, Matt, was this did we have a do not disturb sign on the door like in hotels, or did we have a come in housekeeping thing? Because we know the thing about vampires and not being able to come in unless they're invited.
I would say you did not have... it's not really even a cultural norm in this city to have that kind of thing, so they don't provide cards.
It'd be really funny, though, if the reason why a housekeeping vampire was able to come to a room is because we had the come in housekeeping thing because, welcome mats and all that.
Yeah.
Would a welcome mat count for a vampire?
Welcome mats were invented by vampires in order to get into people's houses.
You know what? You're right. The black-eyed children just took advantage of it. You're right.
Alright, so
That's
I would
a cryptid
say...
they haven't thought about in a while.
So I'm gonna actually have him make a perception check. Which one is this? This is... okay. So he's gonna start... He's gonna make his way over to Red. And he's gonna kind of make sure that you're sleeping. Are you sleeping?
I don't.
Has the alarm
believe
gone
that-
off? Did he walk fully into the room yet?
He has walked fully into the room. He is up.
So the
but he
alarm
is
would have gone off.
okay. So the alarm has gone off.
As he's checking you, Red, I am gonna yoink both of my strings I have attached to your nose hair and attached to one of
My
Lion
nose hair.
and it's attached to one of Lion Grow's feathers, and I yoink them aggressively.
I'm awake now.
Yeah, you're awake now, and my like a horror movie. No, don't move him closer to the door, Matt. You moved him all the way over there. Don't move him close to the door just so you can escape.
Isn't that where the alarm would have been?
No, it is when he fully enters the room.
He is fully in the
enters
room.
Yes, but not in the doorway. You're just moving it because you want him to escape as soon as we wake up.
I don't know where your alarm is. You never made it entirely
I did.
clear. You're
It's
like
around
it's all.
It's around my bed. So to get to Red's side of the bed, he has to pass by the bed that Lion Growl.
Red is on a separate bed from you.
Yeah, but he has to pass by our bed. It's a 15-foot bubble.
Okay, would I be correct in saying that it's the line between the piece directly in front of the door and right one in front?
Yeah, I was assuming there was kind of a tripwire just past the doorway, maybe a few feet in, and that's where it would have gone off, which is why he's kind of in the doorway.
Yes, but he has to. He wouldn't be able. It wouldn't go off if he was still standing with the door open. It would only go off if he took a few steps into the room.
The door is slightly open, and he has taken a few steps into the room.
Okay, well it's okay. Red, you have one job here.
Yeah.
To close that door. But like a horror movie, I am gonna sit up in my bed and blink with my crazy fully black lizard eyes and be like, "Can I have some of your blood?"
I'm up and out of the bed, going for the door. Shut it.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Alex, you haven't done anything yet. You've been awakened.
Well, what was I supposed to do?
Well, there is an intruder in your room, and it is very clearly a bearded man in a hotel maid dress.
Yeah, but did we plan
with
on
heels
something in particular?
With heels?
Yes, he is wearing
we
heels.
Vampires coming and sucking our blood at night.
We should have been able to hear him.
A method actor.
Can I have some blood?
No.
Hey, do I have to pay you? Do you want silver, gold?
I'm gonna pull up my crossbow.
Some clams or something?
Alright, roll initiative. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Why? None of us are attacking him.
He's attacking us, probably.
He's gonna start to make his escape.
I'm in front of the door, and I've...
You are between him and the door, and you have closed the door.
I do have a crossbow pointed at his back.
Well, no, I guess he was kind of facing all three of you, but now that Red is behind him, Red would have his back.
Mm-hmm.
I think I found all my dice. I spilled my dice.
So you each have one...
Hey, where's initiative? There's initiative.
I'm gonna say you each can do one thing before initiative takes place. So Droogle did his thing by pulling on the strings. Red closed the door, so Lion Growl gets a chance to do something.
What should I do?
We don't want him to escape, because we're trying to uncover a conspiracy here.
But
maybe try and tackle him?
But Red is already in front of the door.
Yeah, but could you cast a spell to trap him or something?
Azel, they did not hear that.
Yeah, Asen, we haven't heard you for a while.
Yeah.
She's muted and walking around the kitchen. She did yell, give him a little kiss.
I do have a spell.
Okay.
Yeah, do you have a spell to, trap him from moving?
In a sense, I think.
If you want to cast it, now's your chance.
I'm looking to see if I even have it prepared. That's what I'm doing.
Well, you did just take a long rest. This is literally the time you prepare spells.
You guys have not taken a long rest yet.
What?
Oh, yeah, because we woke up in the middle of the night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your long rest has not been completed.
Oh.
Okay.
So if you gave yourself a long rest, remove that 20 hit points again.
No, I still have 26 hit points.
Yeah, I still have 55.
I will just get ready, I'll just get ready of burning hands, because I know with, light.
Your hands are just gonna start glowing in the dark.
Pretty much.
Okay. So now roll initiative.
17.
I rolled a 16.
12 plus 1, 13.
Okay, all three of you go before him.
Okay.
Makes sense.
How much noise would you say you've made at this point?
Not much. Just us talking and maybe the bed scraped a little bit when I jumped out.
Yeah, the only noise that verbal noise that's happened so far was housekeeping, and then me asking, "Can I have some of your blood?"
And I said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Droogle, what the fuck? And what are you doing in our room?"
I'd say that's enough noise.
Oh yeah, because this whole time you thought this was spiders. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
We had told you this was spiders.
Mm-hmm.
So Red probably just thinks this is housekeeping. Actual housekeeping.
Droogle, well, first of all, housekeeping wouldn't be there at 1:30 a.m.
You don't know the
And
customs of this city. This is
I
your
know
first
it's not-
night this is your second night in this
I
tavern.
wouldn't, even if it was customary for people to come into your room while you're sleeping to clean it in the middle of the night, I would still be like, what the fuck? Why are you in our room? Because I have not consented for someone to come into my room while I am sleeping and start doing things while I'm unaware.
Okay, well,
My first thought would not be, oh, maybe this is just what they do in this city. I'd be like, what the fuck? Why is there someone in my room?
Alright, did you
And
lock?
also,
You didn't lock the
Drupal
door.
told me.
I don't
Drupal
think you
told me-
locked the door, so I'm gonna say that somebody
Sure.
has already opened it again.
Wait, but
Why
Red's
wouldn't we have
blocking
locked
it.
our
Red is
door?
blocking it. That's the whole
Yeah.
point. Red is holding
Yes,
the door
but it
shut.
opens
Yes.
outward.
Yeah, but
I'm
Red's
holding
still
the
holding the
door.
door shut.
I'm strong, and you didn't
Okay,
even
fine.
let me
You hear
finish the
pounding
match.
on the door.
And for also, Droogle, I also wouldn't think this is housekeeping, because Droogle, like, gave me a rundown and was like, hey, when I wake you up, first thing you gotta do is block the door. And I was like, okay.
Will he give me some of his blood? And I'm gonna point towards the door that's getting knocked on.
Well, Sansa, we're all going before him.
Well, hold on. So the person at the door is going to try to open the door. So we're gonna make contested strength rolls.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's ass.
What do I add to mine?
Your strength modifier.
Okay. Which is... Oh, that rolled into the corner. 16 plus 3, 19.
Yeah, okay, so you managed to hold the door shut. For now.
Yeah, can
It is Lion Growl's turn.
Can I yell something back real quick? Since they're
Sure.
pounding on my door, I'm saying, do not disturb.
Lion Growl is just gonna pull up his crossbow and shoot the vampire.
What? No, don't. We're not shooting him. Why are you
Also, we don't-
shooting him?
We don't know
Hey,
if he's a
never mind.
vampire or not.
What are we supposed to fucking do then?
We're trying to figure out what's going on. We're trying to solve a mystery. We're not trying to kill him. Where'd
Hey,
you
I'll-
get that idea?
Hey, I'll grapple him.
Okay, make contested strength rolls. So you make a strength check. He's gonna make a strength check.
I don't know what's happening anymore. Why you want to shoot the vampire, Alex? How is Dribble supposed to become a vampire if you shoot him?
He's not supposed to. Damn, okay.
Finn.
Trace, did you see that roll?
No, I did not.
Look at the rolls on
Finn, shut the fuck up.
D&D Beyond.
What was it?
18 plus 2?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. That
So
does...
dirty
So you
too.
do manage to grapple him.
Thank God.
So I don't need to cast grease? Because I was going to cast grease on the floor.
Nope, because I am holding him.
So I am assuming you jumped off the bed.
Yes.
No, you've wrestled him down onto the bed. He's tangled in the sheets.
That's
you
kinda
have your
gay.
arms over him. You're straddling him on the bed. It is not homoerotic at all, actually. It is the most...
They're just roommates.
They're just roommates.
Roommates.
Alright,
the
is
most
that it?
sterile
Is
thing.
that it, Alex?
Yeah.
Alright, it's Droogel's turn.
I am going... Just to really cement this horror motif I'm going for, because also just the idea of a kobold sitting up in bed with its black eyes staring at you is terrifying. To fully cement this image, I'm
His
gonna
eyes
cast...
would actually be reflective like a cat's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast spider climb, and I'm gonna climb up the wall onto the ceiling above the door.
Okay,
Okay.
I don't really have a good way to portray that, so I'm just gonna put you upside down, I guess?
And so I'm like right above the door.
Oh, you're
Just
above the door.
Yeah, I'm climbing up the wall, and then I'm
Behind
gonna
the
be
door
on the
and put 'em on
ceiling, above the door.
Put a stack of those tiles that you got behind the door and put them on top.
Or I can
the
just
image
be incredible and
is
balance
this
him.
this kobold
Okay.
waking up going, "Can I have some of your blood?" and then skittering on the walls like a fucking spider.
Blood?
Blood?
Is that it for your turn?
I think so, because I don't know if it costs a spell slot. I guess I can do bonus actions.
Mm-hmm.
What other actions can I do? Oh, it's a full action. Sorry, I'm just looking at like my things I can do. I don't know what other bonus actions I have besides the duck. So I'll send the duck out, and tell it to go be like one of those rubber door stoppers, for the door in case someone tries opening it again.
The door opens outward, so that would not do anything.
Oh, well, then I will just tell it to go be by the door and be ready, you know? Just be ready.
There is straight up no room by the door. We can put
But I'll
him
just have it hide under a
over
bed.
here.
I'll have it hide under a bed for when the moment's right. So it'll just be stealthing under a bed. And that is my turn.
So that makes it Red's turn.
So there's people. 1 second.
Trugel bouncing on the door.
So there's people outside.
You are only aware of one person outside.
And you still have no idea what the fuck is happening.
Yeah.
You still don't even believe in vampires.
Yeah. I'm gonna shout to the door. There's an intruder in our room. We are immobilizing him, and then, and if you also intend us to do us harm, we will be retaliating. Because I don't know who's on the other side of that door. Could be one of those guys. He could be here to rob us. I don't know.
We'll let you go if you give us some of your blood.
Virgo, I swear to God.
What the hell,
Is
Jiggle?
that all you're doing, Red?
I'm gonna hold my action until someone, like, if they get through the door, I want to, unless they have they give me a very good reason why they're getting through the door, I want to take a swipe at them with my
Hey, Shrew, we all know that if you say hold your action, it just means you're not gonna have an action.
Quick question: do you guys know this guy's trying?
No, we don't know who this is. He just broke into our room.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But we're hunting We're hunting down a conspiracy about vampires because we slept here and lost a whole bunch of our health. And and people seem to be like weird about these vampires that rule this town, like a secret autocracy.
Well, actually.
So we're investigating, and Drugel wants to be a vampire.
and I don't believe in vampires.
I don't believe in you.
I don't
That's
believe
cool.
in
I'm
your
gonna
dad.
come to the kitchen and punch you.
That
You're gonna
is
come to the kitchen
that
and
is
go
assault. You can't do that. It is the
Especially if it's in a
vampire's
kitchen.
turn.
It's definitely assault if it's in a kitchen.
It is the vampire's turn, and he is going to... let's see. He's going to use his action to polymorph into a medium cloud of mist and slip out under the doorway and leave.
Hold up.
Wait, what? That's something you can do?
Yes.
Okay. Wait. Can I use my held action to shape water?
Ooh, and fill the gaps in the door?
No, to stop him. If he's mist, I think, can I
Mist.
water. Mist is water.
Mist is made of water.
I would say that this mist is not technically water and cannot be shaped.
You could still shape. You can create and shape water, so you could
I
make an airtight seal around the door with water.
I could create a seal around the door and freeze it.
Yeah, because you can freeze too with the shape water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna like create a seal of water all around the door and freeze it. This will also be a way to the people out of the room.
I will allow that, so that will trap him in the room.
Nice.
However, he is
Nice.
still in mist form.
That's all I got. I'll be right back.
All I want is some blood.
Yeah.
Why are you being so floaty about it?
Hey.
So it's
everyone
at
chill.
this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's not your turn. You hear. So you. God damn it. Vic had to leave right then.
Yep.
Vic
Tis
has
the
to make
curse.
contested strength rolls now. Ah!
Tis the curse.
God
Well,
damn
also,
it.
Shouldn't be gone long.
Wouldn't Vic also be assisted by the fact the door is now frozen? So wouldn't like Vic have an advantage or at least something? Because the door is like frozen shut now.
Sure.
Or the person have to like roll against a base stat. I don't know how that works.
It's just that the door is now frozen.
It is contested, and I'll give Vic advantage. However, this person also has advantage. But you don't know why.
Oh, that's fair.
Because they're hotter than you.
Yeah, that's
it.
exactly
That's
it.
When are we meeting Aisland?
When you die. I'm not actually playing, I'm just here to be the peanut gallery. I didn't actually make a character.
You know, honestly, knowing how D&D introductions go sometimes, that's a pretty fair
Yeah.
description.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just winging it. No character name, nothing.
I always made my characters super long and weird names.
I will say, you did...
It's not that weird.
If you... So, Aislinn, if you want your character to be woken up by the banging on the door, you can do that.
I'm used to staying in town with taverns. I'm used to staying in taverns, so therefore banging doesn't bother me.
Banging doesn't bother ya.
I am laying in bed with a pillow pressed to my ears right now.
Okay.
You have to roll a strength check with advantage, Pastry.
Yeah.
Okay, with advantage. Nice.
Because the ice.
Oh yeah.
It might not help you, though.
Oh.
Hopefully it will.
That's an 11 and a 20. Check or saving throw?
Check.
Nat 20?
It doesn't matter.
Natural 20.
It doesn't matter, you do manage to hold the door closed. However, you gotta roll that again.
With advantage still?
Yep. Only because it's frozen.
I got a 12 and an 18.
For a total of
Is it a check or a saving throw?
a check.
A 21.
Because you were the... So I believe it's meet it to beat it. So the door swings open.
What? Got a 21?
Yep. And you see two people, man and
Two
woman.
people.
You see a man and a woman also wearing hotel maid dresses in the hallway, and they have opened the door, and they're about to come in.
I say, that's the weirdest crime group uniform I've ever seen.
For
This is how you
fucking
commit your
housekeeping.
crimes?
I don't think they're housekeeping. They're obviously breaking into our room, and it's just like a poorly...
So,
It's a disguise.
You don't
So-
necessarily know that. All you know is that somebody came in, they claimed
we
to be
were asleep.
housekeeping, and then you fucking attacked them.
Why the fuck would...
We're trying to
Matt?
say here because
Matt?
we literally
Why
slept in
the
this
fuck?
hotel.
Why the fuck would they come in at 1:30 a.m. while we're sleeping?
Why would we lose health? So, like, I don't know if you're trying to, like, throw us off the scent of the investigation.
Yeah.
I don't know what your plan is here.
You cannot change how my character is thinking.
You
My
built
character thinks it's weird
you
as
built a
fuck.
suspenseful, like, you built a drama, like a crime drama, and we're trying to solve it. And now that we're at a point where we're, like, confronting the criminal, you're like, I don't know, they could not be the criminal.
All I'm
like,
doing is
they're
explaining that
saying
your
that
character
they're
does not
housekeeping,
necessarily know for sure.
I don't know.
You
for
have
sure
not
that they're
confirmed
suspicious.
anything.
We have a
are having
pretty good suspicion, yeah, because we
You
we've
do
been
have a
putting
pretty
the
good
pieces together.
suspicion, but it's not confirmed. All
Yeah,
you
but
know
this
is
is
that
the
a bearded
conclusion
man
that
came
we've
into your
come
room
to.
at the middle of the night claiming to be
Yeah.
housekeeping.
But this
You
is
don't know the
like,
customs of the city, and you don't know if this is normal.
I
this is the conclusion we've come
not
to,
think
so
that
that's why
is
we would
normal
react this
at
way.
all. Like, I've never heard anyone mention, like...
Nobody would
like,
mention that.
night cleaning, or, like... I would not... Like, this being a norm of the city is the farthest thing from Red's mind right now.
I feel like it's a very logical conclusion to make if you sleep somewhere, lose a whole bunch of health, you go and talk to someone, they tell you there's vampires about, you see a vampire, to then go to sleep in the same hotel room, be woken up in the middle of the night by someone breaking into your room and assume that they're probably a vampire because that's probably because you got bit by a vampire the night before. I feel like those are all very fair assumptions to make. I don't know.
Are you upset that
Sure.
we figured that out so quickly? Like...
No, I was just trying to say that you don't know 100%.
We've jumped to that conclusion even though it's not a concrete fact in
There you
like,
go.
It is.
Yeah.
We are allowed to jump to conclusions, even if those conclusions are
we're
right
not-
or wrong.
We're not saying this is the only reality. Like, they could just be normal people helping the vampires.
Yeah.
But to us, we think they're vampires. Besides
I don't.
Red just
I
thinks they're
don't.
intruders.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I do
If
not
they're
have...
if they're legitimately just normal housekeeping, we'll be confused but not upset at you.
Alright, well, it is Lion Growl's turn.
Lion Ground is just
Can we try talking to this dude? You want to try asking him something, Lion Growl?
He is still in gaseous form.
Lion Growl's gonna look at the mist and then look at the people, at the door and just be like, "Okay, everyone, chill the fuck out. What the fuck's going on? Why did people decide to come into our room at who knows what time in the morning and claim to be housekeeping? Are you actually housekeeping, or are you something else? Because before you answer, I'm suspecting we know something happened to us the night previous, where we woke up sore and we had bite marks, so we're suspecting vampires. So if you are, you might as well just fucking tell us. If you're not, okay, cool. But what
If
the
you
fuck
are,
is
can I
going
just have a
on?
teensy-weensy little bit of your blood, please?
Ergo, shut the fuck up!
So the woman who comes in first says, well, we legitimately do housekeeping late at night. That is customary here in this tavern. I don't know if the other taverns do it the same way.
I don't believe that for a fucking second. I say
Shut the
that out
fuck up,
loud,
Red.
and I would like to. And I say
Red,
that
shut
out
the-
loud.
Red, shut the fuck up.
I would also like to make an insight check.
We also don't know anything about vampires. And we just came in to grab our friend and leave.
Well, do you possibly know why we woke up last night bruised and sore with bite marks on our neck?
Maybe somebody tried to rob you. I don't know.
Rob us and bite us?
Who knows? Not me.
Insight check.
Okay,
can we
both
roll
of
an
you
insight check?
both
Me
of you make
too.
your insight checks.
Separately or with advantage?
Separately.
I got a 14 total.
I should probably make persuasion checks.
Can I try doing something while they're distracted by this conversation, since I'm next in the order?
Sure. This is just a straight roll because her friends are not helping. What did you roll?
I rolled a 14 total.
And Alex, what did you roll?
6.
6?
Uh-oh.
I now 1.
As far as you can tell, they're telling the truth.
Okay.
Okay, so...
What about me? I rolled a 14.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, they're telling the
Did you roll?
truth.
Dryas, did you roll?
While they're distracted by this conversation...
Dryas, did you roll?
No, I didn't roll. Drewel doesn't care if they're telling the truth or not. He just wants vampire blood. Because Drewel's come to a conclusion in his mind, and he will not let that go. But also, the situation could turn real bad real quick, because we are in the middle of a town, and we don't want to be outlaws in a town that we're staying at the moment.
In a town underground.
Yeah,
Underwater.
And underground.
So, I am gonna command the duck to drop as much of its mass off under the bed as it can, so that way it will just be its gemstone heart and a little bit of metal, like to like a little tiny spider essentially.
Mm-hmm.
A little metal holding the gemstone to walk as a spider, and I'm gonna try to have the duck go under everybody's legs, and then just try to tuck itself into the maid outfit of one of the people talking in the back.
Okay. Do you want to slip him into the man or the woman's outfit?
Slip him into the man or the woman.
Man, I always love to slip into a man. But who's distracted right now by who's talking? Because that's the one.
The woman was talking, and the man is right behind her. And I would
so
say
I should probably do the man, because then.
I would say at this point, the first one also drops his gaseous form.
Okay.
So I'll do the man at the very back, because that way no one from the behind will see the spider crawling up someone's leg.
Okay.
Who is that?
Or into their shoes, or whatever they wouldn't feel, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. So you claim to not be vampires, but then why did that?
It's on the stock of the heel.
You man, you. Why? How did you turn into a gaseous form?
I can use magic spells. It's pretty normal around here. Are you not a magic user yourself? I saw you light your hands on fire.
Yeah, did I read anything about vampires able to do that?
Being able to turn into a gaseous form?
Yes.
I don't think you did.
Okay. Would I know of any spells that can do that?
Probably. I think it's a cleric spell.
Okay. Langro, I was just gonna... I'm so sorry.
It's probably also a druid spell.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for what happened. We're just startled because of what happened the previous night. I apologize for any harm we might have done to you.
I'd like to know why why the hell it's normal for people to come into the room while we're sleeping to do housekeeping? That doesn't make any sense. Housekeeping, like requires you to make beds and stuff. You can't make beds while we're in them, and not to mention it's a huge invasion of privacy. We're sleeping. We cannot guarantee what you guys are doing to us in our sleep. Never come into our room while we're sleeping again. Jesus Christ, in the morning we will be taking our business elsewhere. That is creepy.
Full Karen mode.
Full Karen.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
the
I
reason...
will report this to your manager.
Would you like the actual reason we do this at night, or would you just like to be left alone now?
Tell me.
Sure.
I would love to know what makes you guys think this is okay.
We do our housekeeping in the middle of the night because, for one, we don't make the beds here. That is disgusting to handle other people's bed sheets. We have a whole separate group to do that, and that's only after people leave. We just tidy things up in the middle of the night, and it's easier to do it at night because you don't accidentally run into people who are already awake. Maybe they're doing stuff and want to be left alone in the daytime. At least at nighttime, they're probably asleep.
Or fucking. Also,
fair
that is
enough.
a huge liability. You guys could be stealing stuff right under our noses, and we would have no idea.
There's a sign out front. And they begin to leave.
Is there?
There is. You guys just didn't notice it. Your passive perception was not very high.
Jeez.
Fair enough. Fair
It's
enough.
also not written in common.
Oh my god. And if anything was ever stolen from any of these rooms, you realize they would all be under scrutiny, right? Like, whose idea was this? It's just insane.
They're just on their way out the door now.
Okay.
I'm still
Okay,
loudly complaining into
I-
the hallway.
I'm
It's like,
still doing.
I don't mean to be a
They have
grouchy
shut the
foreigner,
door?
but you people make no sense. I can open the door.
They have shut the door, and if you do open the door, the three of them are gone. And there's a big sign on the outside of the door, don't fucking disturb.
Can
Thank you.
I try something, Matt?
Sure.
You got
I was
spider
gonna
climb
follow.
out?
I was gonna follow them out the door on the ceiling with my spider walk.
Oh my God.
Spider walking.
Okay, they've gone back down the stairs.
I'm gonna keep following my little spider that I have attached to one of them on the ceiling.
Okay, they're just not really sure what to do. And they've kind of gone into an
sneaking.
empty room.
Okay.
Yeah, they've gone into an empty room and they're just like, what the hell do we do now?
I'm just gonna listen in on the ceiling above the door of the room they're in.
Okay, make a stealth check for one.
Okay. Wait, where's that on here?
For both you and the duck. I will say the duck at advantage because it's so fucking small.
Spider
16?
duck, spider.
And does it just use my... Wait, let me... I have to
Spider
actually
fuck.
look at the duck's stats. Because I wonder... Does it have a separate stealth stat, or does it just use mine? Let me look.
Spider duck, spider duck. Does
it has
whatever
a
a
plus-
spider fucks.
It has a +4 to stealth. Hell yeah.
So your stealth is
And-
16. What is the duck's stealth?
And
The
with
ducks-
advantage, remember.
The duck's is...
advantage.
10.
With
Okay.
advantage?
Yeah, with advantage.
So Droogle, make a perception check.
Okay. Where is that? There it is. I have a disadvantage in perception, so give me a second.
Oof.
So 10.
Okay. You do notice one of them glances up at you for a moment. And just continues talking. Does this bother you?
No.
No? You're gonna stay on the ceiling?
Yeah. Of course.
Okay, so the gist of the conversation is essentially, they're gonna cancel the rest of housekeeping for the night because all of that commotion between you guys and them probably woke a bunch of people up, and they don't want to do the housekeeping with people awake. And so they're just gonna go to bed now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay on the ceiling like an absolute animal.
All
Don't
right.
fall asleep there.
No, it's a concentration spell, so the second I fall asleep, I fall.
All right.
I'm gonna leave the duck with them.
Okay.
Because when I get the duck back, because I can tell it to come back to me, I can just, in theory, if the duck sees anything, I'll know. In theory.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll leave the duck in there with them, and tell it to. I'm gonna command it to try to hide in any hard to reach places, like under like a bookshelf in that little like 2-inch gap where no one can reach back far enough. Like I'm gonna tell it to find like a small space where people can't reach and hide there and listen.
Okay. They have actually gone to bed.
Okay. I will spider walk back to our friends.
All right.
And I'm still on the ceiling. I'm gonna be like, well, they went to fucking sleep.
So, I guess we were mistaken.
Oh.
We are not staying here
And
again.
why? Where am I gonna get my blood?
You don't need blood.
Why are you asking for people's blood? I told you there's no such thing as vampires. Just because you got a spider bite doesn't mean you're a vampire now.
Blood Monsoon. What did you say to that person who didn't believe in dragons? What'd you say to her?
That's foolish because you were standing right in front of her? I can't remember.
Yeah, remember that time we saw a ghoul underground and it was definitely a vampire, but yet you still don't believe in vampires and you say it's foolish to believe in them?
That was
Even though
obviously
we
some
literally
kind of
looked at a ghoul?
that was some kind of undead construct. It was
Do you know what a construct is? Because that's not a construct.
I
we've
think
been
I don't know the
on our team.
D&D. I don't know the D&D definition of construct, but like
A construct in D&D is basically something man-made.
oh,
So, like, if I made... It's like Frankenstein would be a construct, right?
yeah, I was thinking like Frankenstein, like somebody or like that's some kind of mutated person. Like it's dark down there, it's wet, it's basically a walking corpse. Magic's weird. People can become other things.
Like vampires. Yeah, you're right. And I'm just gonna move on. They can become other things. Like, in theory, if I got the blood of a vampire and I drank it, big old gulp style, I could, maybe become a vampire.
Okay, let's say, in theory, if you could somehow become a vampire, what would that do for you? You wouldn't be able to eat garlic. You wouldn't be able to go into the sun.
I already can't go into the sun. The sun sucks.
Well, you don't like going to the sun now, but it would actually physically hurt you to go in you go into the sun and die.
Who needs the sun?
You wouldn't be able to go. You wouldn't be able to go in anywhere unless you were invited. Like,
you do realize I wear heavy armor all the time, right?
Yeah, but like you wouldn't be able to go anywhere like unless somebody says, "Hey, come in," and that's not very good for any kind of stealth mission or even like.
Wait, you don't believe in vampires, but you believe in one of the weirdest aspects of the vampire mythology, which is they have to be welcome to every room?
I mean, that's one of what the stories say, and isn't it so ridiculous that something like that would exist? Like, I don't believe that anything that needs that like wouldn't. It's such a silly creature. Like, it needs to.
Are you guys gonna go the fuck to sleep?
No,
I mean,
we're not sleeping here. We're gonna leave because Red wants us to leave.
I said in the morning. Probably gotta like check out house.
Okay.
You know, like
You're gonna jam a door or
Yeah,
you're
chair.
gonna like tie a rope to the doorknob so they can't open it.
I'm gonna shove a chair under the door.
It opens outward.
It opens the other way.
Oh.
So we can tie like a rope to the doorknob so that way if they try opening it, it yoinks on our bed.
Yeah, I'll freeze it again.
Good idea.
Yeah, I'll just use my shape water.
The freezing thing was a quick thinking. Good job.
Yeah.
Alright. I assume you guys go to sleep. Probably fairly quickly. Because you are tired. Despite the fact that you just had an adrenaline-inducing
it's the
experience.
adrenaline crash.
I am gonna still.
And you get a full rest.
And I'm gonna cast Spider Walk until eventually I fall asleep and I just fall from the ceiling onto the bed.
So long rest?
Yep, long rest. Fully completed.
And we didn't lose HP?
Correct.
So they are fucking vampires.
Or their story was true.
And it was someone else.
What if so now that we're awake, blood tsunami. What do you think the bites on our necks were?
You guys said there were spider bites.
I lied.
I don't think they could be anything other than spider bite.
The little dots are like an inch and a half away from each other. How could that be a spider? What spider have you seen that is that large besides the ones in dungeons?
2 of them, and they're sores.
What?
There's 2 large bites that turned into sores, but they just happened quite close to each other.
On all of our necks, we just all happened to have two spider bites
Is
exactly an equal distance away from each other. as if we were maybe bit like that's more believable to you than the potential of a magical
think about
being?
it. That is when we're sleeping, we have the covers pulled up to our shoulders. Our neck and our faces are exposed. We have more veins are closer to the surface on our neck.
It doesn't mean that they would each bite, two different spiders would bite us exactly an equal distance apart from each other on each one of us. We would be covered in spider bites all over our neck, not in a straight line.
Or there are just a few spiders and they like to bite twice.
In an equal distance apart on each one of our necks?
I don't know what spiders are like.
Lion Growl, do you want to help me here?
Just give up.
We already know we cannot convince him. There's no use in trying.
Well, how am I gonna get his help to get? How am I gonna get?
It's just a fun little character trait, guys. You
How am
don't
I
need
gonna
to
get-
change him.
It's too real.
How am I gonna get Blood Tsunami to help me get some blood if Blood Tsunami doesn't believe in vampires?
Tsunami is not gonna help you become a vampire, you little dumbass.
That would be fun.
No.
Okay. Droogle looks defeated. What is Aislinn? Did we lose Aislinn?
Aislinn's
I'm still here.
Okay. When do we get to meet your fun loving character?
Could have met him last night.
Yeah, coulda.
You decided to sleep through all of the banging.
I'm really good at that.
You're conflict avoidant, which is the opposite of what you need to be in D&D, I've discovered. Matt's plot devices thrive on conflict. And not avoiding it.
That is true. But that's a pretty like common storytelling medium. You build up a character, and then you put them in a conflict, and then you figure out how that changes them.
You make a character, and then you physically and mentally ruin them.
Yeah.
That's good writing.
Yep.
Alright, so are you guys leaving the room?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna, as we walk by the door that my little dude is in, I'm gonna have him come back to me under the door and climb up my leg.
Okay. So he would be able to note that the housekeepers are still sleeping.
Oh, sleeping
Night
during
shift.
the day. That's not.
It's
anything
early
like
morning
that.
and they were up late.
Night shift people don't have the most normal
I am
sleep
gonna ask my spider if they were sleeping in coffins.
They were not.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Were they sleeping like on their backs, arms right by their sides?
They were sleeping in beds the way a normal person would sleep in a bed. Each of them had different sleeping positions. You know, side sleeper, back sleeper, stomach sleeper.
One of them was ass up.
Yeah.
Even though I, as a human, believe that they're vampires, I think at this point, with our checks and our perception checks, I think our characters are all pretty sure they're not vampires at this point.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I'm just like, this place is weird as fuck, and we're leaving.
Yeah. So it is at this point you would walk down into the lobby, kind of where people do most of their drinking and eating. If you want to get breakfast here, you still can. And you see a very striking, very, very tall, turtle-looking creature talking to the bartender. So, Aislinn, if you want to describe your character.
Portal!
Portal!
Portal.
I also want to talk to the
Description.
bartender, by the way.
Portal.
Portal.
Oidle.
Boidle.
Okay. So I'm real big.
I just saw this.
I don't see it yet.
We don't see what? Oh, my picture.
Yeah.
Where?
On stream!
I'll
What
send
in
it
the
to the
world am I
chat
looking
instead,
at?
don't worry. I'm
What
sending
am I
it to
look?
the
No,
chat.
I see it now. I see it now.
Yeah.
What am
The
I
version
looking
I'm about
at?
to
That
type
is the
much
Matamata
better.
turtle.
Mata turtle.
Mata.
Okay. Now that I'm done sending that photo to the chat. Okay, so I'm real tall, like over 8 feet tall.
Finally, a party member taller than me.
So over 8 feet tall, roughly
That's different.
I'm way over a ton. Massive hulking bitch.
1,500 pounds.
1,500 pounds.
That's almost a ton.
It's almost a ton.
Yeah, it is under a ton.
I don't know how much a ton is.
2,000 pounds.
Sorry, I'm not calling. Oh. I've got really scaly green.
Testing. Okay, sorry, I was checking something. Sorry.
You're supposed to be listening.
I've got really scaly
listening.
skin, and you can't really tell if it's because I have scales or if I just have really terrible skincare. I'm wearing what is essentially just a smock. It is a dress. Just a glorified dress. Made out of tan cloth. I am very large. I do not have access to clothing that like I should.
Aww.
It is a common problem we run into in today's world. Whatever.
How similar would you say it is to the hotel maid outfit?
Let me look at the hotel maid outfit.
Here, let me pull it back up.
Okay. Tell me when you've got it pulled up and I'll continue explaining.
I just pulled it up.
Oh wait, let me see.
Might take a moment to load.
I see it. It is surprisingly similar, just a different color. More tan.
And no apron?
Yes.
Okay.
It comes just below my knees, dress, no apron, vaguely shapeless. It's quite obviously homemade clothing as well. I look pretty nerdy. I'm hunched over, and I'm talking very emphatically with the bartender about how upset I am that they have not cleaned my room tonight like I'm used to. Like, that's the whole reason I come to this establishment, is because they clean at nighttime while I'm asleep, so I don't have to worry about them going through my things while I'm not there. And now they haven't even cleaned my room, which is ridiculous, and I'm just so disappointed because I've been coming here for years.
Incredible.
Yes.
Beautiful.
I'm also surprisingly devoid of color. Like, I look sickly. Like, I look like I'm very nervous to be yelling at this bartender. While at the same time, I'm just, like, not getting super into it.
If someone touched your skin, would you be damp?
That is an inappropriate question to ask.
There's only one way for Droogle to find out, then.
Are we gonna
Exactly. You're gonna have to find out yourself. I am also surprisingly attractive. I have very luscious lips and sharp features. And,
Please look at the Discord chat.
No.
I'm worried.
I don't want to.
I don't
No, it's the fucking picture again!
In campaign?
This is the second time I've had to see it.
What am I supposed to look at?
It's just in general. I find it very hilarious that I can hear Aislinn currently laughing her ass off while she just stopped, while her Discord is just silent.
Yeah. I really wish Discord wouldn't cut out laughs. I kind of hate that it does. It's kind of upsetting.
People's eyes tend to be drawn to me as well. I'm not attractive, but I'm very interesting to look at, so people think I'm attractive.
I'm really excited, like, when we get art of your character. I'm excited to see.
I can't draw, so we'll see how this happens.
Okay.
I also have a hood, but my hood is currently, like, down, and you can see that my face is vaguely covered in healing bruises.
Line Growl's gonna go up to the turtle and just be like, hey, I'm sorry, that's our fault. Someone broke into our room, the previous night. So, we thought it was them breaking into your room, but it was actually the house cleaner.
Yeah. I also come up and say, are you seriously saying that that's normal?
So, so it's our fault, and I greatly apologize. Don't be mad at them.
Aren't you worried
was-
that like the
was us.
housekeepers would like steal your stuff? Like you have no like if you leave, you can just bring your important stuff with you. But like you have no like. What if they like touch you when you're asleep? Like who thinks
Like
that
a
this is
raccoon.
normal? Or like a creep?
Raccoons will touch you in your sleep more than creeps do, to be honest.
Sometimes raccoons are creeps.
They're just curious.
Oh, so are the men who go to jail.
I wouldn't call that curious.
They could be. But
It's really hard for around here, and I'm just gonna start cracking up.
I'm sorry,
Is
we're
it
not.
that
we're not,
obvious?
We're not really used to that.
a bird, a lizard, and a blue man.
Bird, a lizard, and a blue man. Listen, this sounds pretty diverse. That's not gonna make me assume you're outsiders.
No,
Actually, I
it's
have no
not
idea.
that diverse. It's mostly dark-skinned
It actually is
versions of.
Yeah.
It's mostly
yeah.
dark-skinned versions of the most common races you see in typical fantasy settings.
I probably look like I fit in the most because I'm fish.
Me not.
No,
Me
you
not
should
so
not
much.
be here.
Yeah, Lion Growl, by
And
all
bird.
accounts, should not be here.
Yeah.
There is no
Yeah.
reason for a raven-type
Bird.
creature to be miles under the water.
Yeah, so that's our fault. Please do not be mad at them. That was on us. I apologize.
I'm gonna laugh again, and I'm gonna be like, "Let me buy you a drink."
That would be nice.
First thing in the morning.
Yep.
I'm
Woo!
gonna turn to the bartender and be like, "Give them the finest thing you've got," and then I'm gonna surreptitiously slide them over a bottle.
Line Girl's just gonna
Surreptitiously.
Matt, can I see if they have bite marks?
Me?
The turtle?
Yeah.
Boydle?
Make a
Wait,
perception check.
I just want to see if like maybe they've experienced the same thing, but
By
don't
the way,
know.
Matt, you've had your
I
DILF
don't
shirt
know
on
this.
this entire time.
Oh, fuck.
You said investigation or perception? Matt.
Perception. Unless you want to get up and close and personal.
That's a little
19.
weird.
18?
19.
19. You do not see any visible markings that
May I
resemble a
ask you-
bite mark.
May I ask you a question real quick?
Sure.
Have you woken up feeling like sore or like really drained recently? Staying here?
Every day of my life, kid.
Fair enough.
Now, what's
Me
this
too.
Fair
Hashtag relatable.
enough. Mood.
Well,
Anyway, hi. My name is Lion Growl. This is my friend, Red Monsoon.
that's
And
me.
somewhere over there points to like the little like mini dragon over there. That's our basically child. That's Droogle.
Not our child.
I am currently gnawing on one of the tables like a dog.
That's our basically child. He's special.
Jesus.
Seems charming.
He is once you get to know him. He has definitely started a fight or two because he is.
Definitely
Yeah.
more than two.
Yes.
I give a long, suffering sigh, as if I was a man with 6.
Suffering
Toddlers.
sigh, huh?
Yeah. I
I'm
have
gonna
the,
walk
I
up
have
to
the,
Droogle.
You're what?
I'm gonna walk up to Droogle and
Okay.
say, "Well, aren't
You
you,
are-
a handsome little fellow?"
You are 4 times his size, or 4 times his height, probably more.
I'm
My-
much.
I'm gonna look up at you and be like, oh, are you one of those legendary armored dragons?
I wish, kid.
Where did you get this armor? I'm gonna start investigating your shell.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna tend to Finn.
Please, thank you so much.
You also have not introduced your name.
No.
You guys haven't asked, to be fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough. We
Droogle's
haven't.
not gonna ask. I'm
I'll
intrigued
turn
with your
back.
shell.
I'll turn back to Lion Growl, who so far I am assuming is the leader for some reason. That seems like so. My name's Oscar.
Pleasure to meet you, Oscar.
Not Oscar Isaac. Oscar Benedito.
Lovely name.
Thank you.
My name's
mother chose
Droogle.
it.
How can I get this armor? Did you make it yourself?
I did, in fact, make it myself.
Ooh, it looks so natural. Usually when I implant things in people, it looks kind of not natural.
Lion Growl is just gonna
Whenever
show,
I implant
like,
things in people, it is very natural.
Lion Growl is just gonna show, like some of the things Droogle has, like, put on him.
For context, by the way, Droogle's is the healer. Yeah, healer artificer, but whenever I heal someone, it leaves metal in your body permanently.
So I just have, like, some gears, like, attached to, like, one of my wings, just...
And they do move when you extend your wings.
Yeah.
They're part of your body now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that's lit as fuck.
Technically, you now have 2 healers.
Ooh.
Yes, awesome.
Ooh, a druid, yeah.
Druid! Fuck yeah!
Concrete, fuck yeah.
I'm gonna go pick up the drinks from the bartender. I did get one for Droogle as well. I did not get one for myself.
Okay.
I don't drink this early in the morning.
What drinks did you get?
Sketchy.
What drinks did you choose? What drinks did you get?
Cheapest?
I have like a really deep purple wine that is coming in to like carafes, like the bar glasses for beer. Definitely not anything fancy for wine, but it's most definitely wine. You can smell it. It's very strongly fruity.
I'm gonna add money to you, by the way, just so that you have some money.
I appreciate that. I never know how much money to start out with.
Yeah, well, you're also starting at level 6, so you need a little extra.
Oscar.
Oscar just has 1 more HP than me.
Yeah.
I know.
Droogle's gonna down
And
the
1
whole
less than
drink.
Droogle.
Yeah, 1 less than me.
I have 30 more hit points than y'all's average.
Give me a second.
But Red has other things wrong with him.
It's other problems.
Yeah.
There's something.
There's a lot wrong with him.
There are some things wrong with me. Yeah. Mentally. I have +0 intelligence and +0 charisma.
I feel like we need to remove some of that intelligence just because of the whole vampire stance.
Rude. I balanced out my character sheet so that I wouldn't have any negative.
Droogle is overpowered because I rolled really well.
Oh, I used 0.5.
I don't. But I balance it out by the fact that I play him very aggressively, like he would, like I role play him aggressively, so I don't take full advantage of like any of my skills.
Yeah.
And at least it's better to play a character that isn't insane sometimes, because my other character is actually insane.
Literally insane.
The last session they killed all of his rats, and he left.
Yeah.
He left crying, and then immediately came back with empty hands and like, look, I found him. He's alive.
Oh no.
Yeah.
He's
so I'm
crazy.
gonna sit down at the table nearest to Droogle. He seems the most unstable.
Yeah.
I want him to move the least.
He's just the most outwardly unstable.
I'm gonna take a big sip from the drink and then start coughing like a cat coughing up a hairball.
You mean the way that I drink?
I'm immediately gonna take another drink right after that.
I'm just gonna watch this with abject horror.
I say thank you for the drinks. By the way,
it's alcoholic.
It seems like you've lived here for quite a while. Do you know of any other
no one hear
taverns?
I can barely hear you right now. I'm gonna turn up your volume a little bit, Alex.
Oh yeah, what did you say, Alex?
Can no one hear me?
I can hear you.
You're really quiet all of a sudden. I'm turning up your volume.
Yeah, you've been quieter this call.
Odd, because there's no reason that should be.
The reason is because you're using the voice mod thing, probably.
Nope, I took it off.
Okay,
did you change your settings on Discord, though?
Yeah.
You changed it back to just be your normal microphone?
Yeah.
Okay, now you're like a bit louder. It used to be like I was really struggling to get you any amount louder than anyone else, but now you're a little bit more normal.
How's that?
You're good.
Oh, speaking of D&D and games like this, I sent a link to a video, but it's a game I think we should play together. It's like in like an 80s cartoon art style, but we each become like part of a party, and we go through like dungeons, like a roguelike. So like if we die, we have to restart the entire thing, but like you can like choose like different classes, and we go through a dungeon together, and it looks really fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I say, since it seems like you've lived here for a while, seeing as you've been coming to this place for years, as you said, are there any other taverns nearby of similar quality, but don't have the housekeep coming into your room while you're sleeping to touch all your stuff and do things while you are unawares aspect?
Oh, I don't live here. This place is whacked out of its mind.
I mean, you've lived in the Rift for a while. You said you've been coming here for a year.
And by whack, do you mean vampire infested?
No.
Oh.
I'm sending you a message, Matt.
Okay.
I didn't look at this world at all before I started playing the game,
That's...
except for like the few things I heard.
Yeah, that's a good point. I would think that you probably are.
Okay.
Considering the populations of this city versus the other cities, I would say that you're from here.
I wasn't sure if the Rift was like a country or like the area around the city.
It's just one underwater city. There's like there's 5 underwater cities, and then there's a few outposts. And then there's a huge mainland too. I can show you the map.
There's at least 3 of them.
Yeah, send that over to me. I'll look at it later.
It's up on stream right now.
My mom stayed at this place during her honeymoon, and I've just come here ever since. She told me it was great, and I love it here. I don't know any other taverns in town. Well, I don't know any other places to stay in town.
Can you sleep in your armor? Because mine gets kind of itchy when I sleep in it, but I can't take it off, so...
I can't take mine off either.
Oh, you have natural armor, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's added into my character sheet because of the way that I did my build, though. You're okay, Finn. Finn has decided he
Jubal's kind of like a turtle, but his armor's made of metal and permanently attached to him.
Yep.
I am a turtle.
Did you know that scientists don't actually consider turtles reptiles? They were just put into the reptile category because they didn't have anywhere else to go. But because of the shell and how it evolved, they didn't actually know how to categorize turtles.
They're just fancy snails.
Fair enough.
I mean,
Have you considered that we live on Monkey Planet?
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell else a turtle could be other than a reptile. Because
Yeah,
it has very similar skin. It also sheds like a reptile.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
it doesn't shed in the exact same way because they shed one scale at a time, more like humans do.
Really?
Yeah.
Humans shed one scale at a time? That's news to me.
Our skin sheds and regrows daily.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's what dust
one
is.
cell at a time.
why we
Dust
got
is literally your dead skin.
That's why your bed gains a few pounds in its lifetime. It's from all the dead skin you shed while you sleep.
Jesus Christ. I didn't need to know that.
And
You're
sweat.
welcome.
And
Welcome
sweat.
to
That's why I
things you
have
didn't
a
really want to
mattress
know.
cover.
Alex, it's okay. It's okay. I'll give you a fact that you do want to know. There was a dude who claimed himself to be the Emperor of the United States, and he
I
walked.
didn't hear
around
about that.
He walked around town in his little like emperor outfit. He sent like letters to Congress, and people just like knew he was crazy, but they just went along with it. He had his own currency that he made up, and several businesses in Chicago accepted it, which he was from Chicago.
Oh my God.
It was.
He got arrested one time, and a cop wanted to try him for insanity, but then he let the dude out. Or the entire community like had a public outcry, like let the man free, because he's just this crazy old man who and he was destitute as well, like he had no money. So they let him free, and then he gave a royal pardon to the cop, and then after that day, every cop in the city would salute him when he walked by.
Oh my God.
The Emperor of the United States is the best.
Wonderful.
He died penniless, but loved by the entire community he was in.
That's lovely.
The shortest length of rule was 12 minutes.
Wasn't it because he died because he did a speech out in the rain?
No, I think it was because
That was the
he
shortest
was like,
presidency.
was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the shortest presidency. Yeah.
Yeah, because he did a speech in the rain,
And then
got
he
a
caught the
cold,
flu.
and died.
That's right. They mentioned that in Parks and Rec.
Toasty, you're so pretty.
So next time someone asks me about America, I'm just gonna look them in the eyes and be like,
He's being
the
bad.
American dream died for me when the Emperor of the United States died, and that was in the 1700s.
Oh.
The 1700s.
Yeah, it was like at the beginning of our country.
Damn.
Dang.
I genuinely thought that like it would be way more.
I thought you were
recent than
talking
that.
like 70s or 80s.
No.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear what makes it even better?
I think we should get back to our game.
Yeah.
It might have been 1800s. No, it was 1800s, not 1700s.
Okay.
1800s. But
Yeah,
yeah.
like-
It was early in our country. But yeah, we can get back. Sorry, Matt.
So what are you guys doing now?
I'm gonna lean back and be like, so y'all are looking for a new tavern to stay at, but what are you doing in town?
Looking for vampires.
No. There's
Yes,
actually
actually.
a few. No, before that, we were like the reason why we came to the Rift. Oof, while we actually spent like a month or so just brewing potions for
You were in the city for that.
yeah. We
Yeah.
spent a month or so here, not here in this tavern, but at a different tavern.
Sorry, I lied.
Just brewing potions to watch some water breathing and like underwater movement potions for some quests that we were gonna do. Oh wow, seems so long ago that we heard about those.
Yeah. Sorry, I lied. I feel like I have to correct this before we move on. It was San Francisco, not Chicago. He was born in 1818 and died 1880.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's all I had to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, we looking for vampires, maybe to fight some monsters. We're looking for stuff in an old book that we found. Having a grand old time, going on adventures.
Avoiding the law.
Blood Monsoon killed a couple guys one time.
We
Blood Monsoon?
Red Monsoon. He refuses to say my first name.
What I say your first name I say your first name every all the time.
He refuses to say my
Tornado?
full name correctly.
What do you mean, Maroon Tornado?
None of that was correct.
Mahogany Mansion? What?
Where did you get mansion?
Trying to hoard my dog.
Would you know where we could find any of these things? And I'm gonna reach for Alex's ancient book.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna grab it like, no. Stop it.
I mean,
You don't
it
touch
wouldn't
the
hurt
book.
to ask.
But doesn't mean he should touch the fucking book.
Okay. Jeez.
What are you trying to find?
Washed my hands yesterday. My hands are clean.
Yesterday?
Yesterday?
It's probably more common than a lot of people in this world.
Langra was just
more,
gonna sigh and
that's more regular than the average American man.
and to show the book to Oscar and to translate it.
Okay, so if you go into campaign notes and scroll up, you see a bunch of handwritten pages that I made. Those are that's what they're referring to.
Okay, give me a second.
If you see the fat dragon, you've gone too far.
See
Okay.
the dragon turn around.
Oh, that's a chunker. I forgot about that guy. The triangle.
I don't know how to look in the campaign notes.
Oh, it's in the Discord.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's gonna be easier.
While you're looking at that, can I say one last thing about the King of America, or the Emperor of America that I love?
Yeah.
He was rich before he became the Emperor, like loaded out of his mind. But he lost everything because China stopped exporting rice. So he's like, you know what? If I buy all the rice that shows up in San Francisco, I'll become rich because the price of rice is about to go up like crazy. So he bought like a whole bunch of African rice when it came in, and he spent like a ton of money on it. And then more of that rice kept coming, and the price of rice never changed in the Americas, so he lost a whole bunch of money. But instead of just taking the hit, he then tried suing the people he bought the rice from and lost horribly, and then the legal fees and everything, he just lost everything.
Damn.
Oh my god.
And then instead of like resigning himself to his new like poor life, because he like even lived in like in between houses and stuff, he just became the Emperor of the United States.
That's a good way to cope.
That's a good way to cope.
Did you find the notes, Aislinn?
Yeah. I'm reading it right now.
Do you want up, Serenity?
You want to know how I got these scars?
No.
Let me look and see if you
The
do
way
know
you said,
any
"Do you
of
want to
this
up?" just
stuff.
reminded me of that. I'm sorry.
Come on, Serenity. There we go. She's up.
Question, Aislinn. How much would you say your character has already traveled?
Of the world?
Yeah. Of the map that you can see on stream, at least. You probably have not been to Kaywood.
I'm making this full screen so I can see. Pretty much anything that I could have traveled to that has a border town, like against the water, I've probably traveled to.
Any port town?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've probably...
Especially the main ones.
Okay.
So you've probably even been by my home.
Maybe. Probably hate crime some of your people, okay?
No,
No.
Are we from Kaywood?
Yeah, you guys are from Kaywood.
Yeah, we're from Kaywood.
Well, I lived on... Oh, it's a different continent? Or
Yeah,
a different...
completely different area. Kaywood
map,
doesn't
too.
really even know that the Mithral Seas exist.
Yeah. Do the Mithral Seas know that Kaywood exists?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you ever get into the history of that somehow, you'll get to learn why. Let's see.
You lived in a sewer!
You
Next time we
probably...
lived in the...
You probably do not know specifically about the Orb of Summoning.
I love that the active NPC is still on screen in his little maid outfit.
He's sexy.
He's not.
You should have given him thigh highs.
Honestly, though.
They would have just looked like
Right? Fishnet?
Ooh.
You would not know about the Golden End Cap either. Even though it does say, I mean, you know where the rift is because you're in there right now, but you don't know anything about it being stolen. Let's see. I don't know. Oh gosh, oh, I know who has that. You don't know about the Talisman of Tatson. Despite also being a druid, you don't know Zenarath Greyhorn. Did I
Despite
have?
being a druid.
I don't know other druids.
Yeah, especially if they're not necessarily from
You're
around
just
here.
a druid because you smoked enough weed, you got magical powers.
Exactly.
Vic, I don't remember. Did I ever have you make a history check for the staff of Nesmus?
Zenarath. I know the
For
Zenarath
Zenarath Greyhorn?
came to where he visited the like city my outpost was in.
All you know is that he visited?
Hold on, I'm trying to find in my notes.
You're the only one taking decent notes, so.
I stopped for a couple sessions, so there's a gap, but like, I think I wrote this down.
My philosophy is that Droogle wouldn't remember, so I don't need to remember.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Red knows who Zenarath Greyhorn is. He visited Fort Feline.
Okay.
Just trust Pastry's note-taking skills more than my own.
You shouldn't.
So you would know that that Zenarath Greyhorn was a very prolific person when he visited, and that you left before he did.
Okay, hold up. He.
So as far as you know, he might still be at Fort Feline with the staff of Nesmus.
I'm not gonna mention that.
Why?
I don't want to go back there. I was abducted as a child and forced into military service, and then I ran.
Okay.
I don't want to go back there. Not that you guys know about that. You've never asked me about my past.
I ate garbage and lived in a sewer. It was great.
Okay, so I think that Oscar might know a little bit about the Molten Grip. More so, not so much about the grip itself, but rather Nathar the Victorious. You would know a little bit about the ongoing battle between Nathar the Victorious, Varkiador, and Yezo. Varkiador being another dragon and Yezo being a Tarask. And they've had a 1,000-year battle, and nobody knows what it's for, and they've just kind of been... It's made the nearby cities pretty dangerous, and so you've never gone near them, but the port cities are only a city or two away from that.
Mm-hmm.
So you would have heard a little bit about it.
Hey Matt, what do you mean by a prolific person? Because Google's given me confusing results. A prolific writer, artist, or composer produces a large number of work.
He is well known.
Okay.
For things he has done.
Producing young or fruit, especially fruit, like being called fruitful, abundant growth.
This man fucks.
Yeah, he's fertile, you mean?
No, he's just well known for the things he's done for his communities.
Prolific means plentiful or abundant. That's all the definitions I'm getting. I've scrolled. So he's well known.
I believe it also refers to an outstanding member of a community. So he
have you considered the description "little bitch" instead? It works for most people.
Yeah.
He's a nice person.
Don't make fun of my.
This is a character that I intended to play.
Don't make fun of my disbelief in vampires.
This is one of my player characters.
Now you guys can make fun of my disbelief in vampires. Just don't make me out to be a Republican.
Except
you can make fun of me. You can call me dumb. You can call me a himbo. Don't call me a right winger.
But you don't have any wings. You're well, now not anymore. But you were the only person in our party that doesn't have any wings. So how could you be a right winger? Silence. Exactly what I look for after I tell a joke.
Sorry.
I let out a haha, but I turned down the gain of my microphone, so...
You just took too long to try and explain the joke for me. So what are you guys doing now?
Okay, I'm gonna lean over the book, looking at the Molten Grip, and I'm gonna go, I Nathar, that cabron.
What?
What?
Incredible. I love your word usage. Keep
I know
going.
you're trying to be Spanish, but are you okay?
Yes.
You sound
What?
like the way you went. It sounded like you weren't fully into your decision to make your character speak
No,
Spanish.
I was not. I was hit by the violence of my whiteness very
Yeah.
fast.
It's okay. It's not too late to back out.
No, I'm in. My
No, you're not.
character isn't Spanish, but I'm
Because
trying
Spain
to...
does not exist in this world.
Yeah,
exactly, and also Cuban.
Okay.
Cuba also does not exist in this world.
Exactly, Cuba also doesn't exist. I'm trying to mix in more words from other languages that I know, and then I was like, ooh.
You know German.
Do you know Spanish?
I know German, I know Spanish, I know
Okay.
some Chinese, but I only know slang in half of those languages.
Just use your made-up language that you speak to Finn.
Yeah, my little random words that I made up when I was like 11.
Yeah. It'll be perfect. No one can tell you you're wrong or say that you're culturally
Exactly.
insensitive.
Exactly.
I don't think it's culturally insensitive to try to learn a new language. Of course you're going to have a terrible accent, and of course it's going to sound terrible, but that's part of learning.
Yeah.
I'll
Not
just
saying
leave it
that's
alone.
culturally insensitive.
What?
Huh?
But some people like to make a big deal out of people missaying things because sometimes people take people not being perfect at representing or talking about a specific culture or language as making fun of it when they're just like don't know everything about it yet, but people like to misunderstand people on purpose.
It's
Okay.
easier to be upset with people than it is to try to understand that
Yeah.
that people are trying to grow. Like trying to like de-white names is still challenging. Like learning how to say names properly instead of just whiting out names that I can't pronounce. But most people don't even think about it. So
And when one of my friends goes to Starbucks, she always just says her name is Lily because none of the baristas are ever able to understand that her name is Leeling.
Yeah.
Even my grandma was like, Lily? Ling? What? And I was like, no, you're going to get this right, and I'm not going to let you keep making this mistake. So that's my best friend. I'm not going to let people fuck up her name.
Right.
I did realize when we were playing Monster Prom that growing up with like everyone around me speaking Spanish did teach me that the J's make H sounds a lot more than normal, because like there were certain words I remember when we were reading that I would read as an H and everyone else would read as a J. I'm like, oh, yeah. Like I never learned Spanish. I should have. All my friends spoke Spanish. I didn't. I tried. I was terrible at it.
It's a very good language to learn, I think.
It's a
I'm
pretty
swapping out my
language.
headphones.
I learned an amount of Spanish.
I learned Spanish between kindergarten through 4th grade.
That's the time to learn it.
Exactly.
It was a required class at my middle school.
My problem is I retained being able to understand people speaking Spanish, did not retain the ability to speak it. Because I couldn't speak between kindergarten and like 1st grade.
One of my favorite moments in Germany was when my sister accidentally spoke German to someone at a restaurant, like because her brain like filled in the blank. It was like, oh, you need this thing, so she just ordered in German, but then the dude immediately like followed up asking more questions in German that she did not understand, and she didn't know how to say anything more than what she already said, so she just stood there like
I've had that oh shit moment before.
yeah.
Where you're like, crap, I'm over my skill level, stop!
I just don't say anything until I'm 100% certain of the language I speak.
A lot of places will accommodate for English speakers because most Americans don't bother to learn other languages.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
and you also
It's
can't
just-
learn until you try, so even if you think your language isn't very good, you should continue trying to speak it when
Yeah.
you can, and when you're...
I'm insecure though. There's
Doesn't matter,
There's this language joke that my mom tells. She says, "What's it called when someone can speak 2 languages? They're bilingual. What if they speak 3 languages? Then they're trilingual. If they speak more than 3 languages, they're multilingual." And if they speak one language, they're American. Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Game.
Also, because we.
Yeah, let's get back
though...
to the game.
Okay.
Very sure that what you were about to say was very interesting, but we must continue.
Yeah.
Because...
Aislinn needs sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need to
It's
get
true.
somewhere.
Let's get a fucking move on.
Okay. I'm just gonna reiterate what Matt said though, and say that I do kind of know Nathar the Victorious, and that he's just absolutely destroying the towns around there. And I'm gonna add in that like I used to sell, like peddle my wares through there, but I can't anymore because just it's not worth the risk.
You would also know that there are people who can tell you more about Nathar the Victorious and Varkiador the Slayer, I believe is his nickname. Her nickname.
So I'll say, I could take you to some people who might know more than I do.
I need to go find their names real quick. I have it written down, but not on my computer.
Thinking about making sushi for dinner tonight.
Oh yeah.
What type of sushi?
I'm thinking.
It better not be spam, or I swear to God.
No, I was thinking.
Spam musubi.
Yeah, I was thinking salmon, sautéed onions, bacon, spinach, and that's it, pretty much.
That sounds
By the
so
way,
good.
Aislinn, there's been a can. By the way, Aislinn, there's been a can of spam on the dining table for a couple weeks now.
Looking for that yesterday.
Okay, their
Yeah.
That's why I
names.
made bacon instead.
Their names are Yvonne Gadecki and Sinsar Ito. And I will type those in Discord so that you guys can say them properly.
Also, something to note about the spam. If you can't have chicken, don't have the less sodium.
Yeah, apparently it's like chicken, which is why it's less sodium. We didn't know that.
And I can't have poultry.
Would be shocking.
Well, I'm gonna put this in campaign notes so that I don't have to go grab my tablet every time I need their names. Yeah, so it's Yvonne Gadecki and Sinsar Ito. And they are somewhat difficult to find because they travel between cities a lot. Because, you know, the battleground is not near a lived-in city. It's mostly just ruins at this point. Or rather, it's what's left of the ruins that were once there, because the battle has just raged so violently that it's not really even ruins anymore. It's just sand.
Okay.
So the most likely place to find them would be either Balloon, that's Bellun, or Snow Point Hollow.
I'll tell them that same thing because I retained some of that,
and
but
if
not enough.
Yeah.
So just pretend I relayed that all to you guys, and then I look longingly at you like I hope you'll invite me along.
So
I'm gonna be
what's
honest, I only absorbed half of that.
There are men in cities who might know more about the handle wrap.
I only have
Possibly
one
men.
hand to type with because Serenity is asleep on the other one.
I also just put it in campaign notes.
Bean paste, bean paste.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to build more cities. So, the city that you most often pedal to, because it's too dangerous to go up to Balloon, is Teseres, because that is the port city, and sometimes you make your way up to Thorncross and Dawnkeep.
Why don't we name cities cool fantasy names in real life?
Right?
I mean,
Like,
we
why is
do,
everything
they're
so
just
boring?
not cool because we're used to them.
Yeah.
That you know what, you're right, because where I grew up there was all the roads were named after like terrifying things because it was Arizona. So literally, one of the areas that we had to drive through to get to Phoenix was called Blood Gulch.
That's cool.
Which is just terrifying.
That's cool.
Highway 101.
I mean,
there's also
from the area I'm from, there's just a lot of places named after the native tribes, which is really cool, but it also makes it unpronounceable for people who haven't grown up around there.
Yeah, it's true.
Down the way, there's a nearby road called Blue Raven Lane, I think.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Then we have Idaho, which is literally just a made-up name of the worst
Idaho.
state.
Right.
This is an Idaho hate crime. Fuck you, Idaho.
Fuck you, Idaho.
Who's Daho?
Idaho.
Wow, Matt.
Who's Daho?
You know what? We support you.
I'm glad you found yourself this way, Matt.
Matt's the least hoe of all.
Yeah.
For real.
Somehow.
I am the most aesthetically hoe.
I feel like that's not true.
The most hoe is our ghost, our pet mouse Ghost. He gets around. We don't know how, but you know, we keep finding lady mice in his.
It's Finn, because Finn's got a thick little booty.
And
here, whore.
no dick.
And no balls.
Dick,
No
but
balls?
no balls.
When Vic first met Finn, or Vic's mom first met Finn, she looked at him and went, "Wow, he's so smooth."
Yeah. Wow, he's smooth.
He's smooth down there. I was like, "Oh, okay." Jesus Christ.
To
No,
be
you
fair,
were
my
agreeing
mom
with her.
would
You were
probably
like,
say
yeah,
a similar
people say
thing.
He is.
about
It's
him.
impressive. The doctor did a very good job.
My mom would probably react a similar way, to be
I'm too
honest.
tired for all of this.
Talking about dog peen. What
Finn
are you?
has that
why are you
primo
tired?
bottom surgery.
What game are we playing after this? We playing Valorant? We playing Witch It?
No, I'm going to bed.
I need to replace the router because we finally got a new router in the mail.
Nice.
So, those towns that you listed off, you format, which one's closest to Balloon?
So, to Balloon?
To us.
To you or to
No.
Balloon?
To
So-
Balloon.
Okay, so Balloon is it's on a lake, and it's on a lake called Lake Haston, and across that lake is Dawnkeep and Thorncross. And
Donkey.
and east of Balloon, northeast of Balloon is the battleground. And so Thorncross and Dawnkeep are both closest to Balloon, but you have to go around Lake Haston or across it. Closest city to you guys, that is on the way to Balloon is Teseres.
Okay, I'm gonna suggest that we head to Teseres.
Okay.
We could use someone with more armor.
I've just already included myself, apparently.
Yeah, it would be
And I'm
very
gonna go, I know someone who has good armor. Stares longingly at Lion Growl, begging mentally to be
Lion-
invited.
It would make
Well,
sense
like-
to have someone who's
well, like-
familiar with the area.
Line Grow just rolls his eyes and's like, if you really want to come along, you can.
Well,
no
I was
idea
heading
where
that
we're
way to
going.
peddle my wares anyways. Just
We're
give me
not-
a moment to go collect my stuff, and I run up the stairs so loudly.
It sounds like a Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Cymbal
And then you
crash
hear
in the
like
background.
things falling,
A
and then,
cat
like,
screaming.
Yeah, there's like things
random
falling, you hear a bunch
foghorn.
of metal. I come running down the stairs with just a comically large backpack, barely containing the stuff I have.
How do you
And
fit
it's like,
through doors?
it's not that I have a lot of stuff, it's that it's very badly packed, and it's very obvious that there's a lot of empty spots. And it's like, things are falling out. I've got like an extra, just a bunch of sticks. Some of them look special, some of them really don't. And then I run up to the barkeep and I go, looks like I cut my big break, buddy, and I slam down some money and he rolls his eyes. And it's like, you can
guess we should go get our stuff, and then
I already have our stuff. I packed up the moment we woke up because I was like, "Fuck this place, we're not
All
staying."
Well-
We finally have a guide. No more
Yes.
drifting at sea.
and someone else to babysit Droogle. Thank God. Let's go.
All right.
I'd like to believe that Red Monsoon is a lot like Zoro, where you're like immeasurably powerful, but you have such a terrible sense of direction. You can get lost in like 10 feet.
I'd like to think that as well. Now,
That's awesome, yes.
whenever I have to leave to do something or use the bathroom and
It's gonna
I'm
take
not
fucking
there,
forever.
it's because Red
got
has
lost.
wandered off.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like a good house rule would be if you guys have to use the restroom, your character is also using the restroom.
No, I don't like that because my medicine makes me have to use the bathroom more often. And
Yeah,
that's
maybe
not
Red
fair.
has to piss a lot.
Yeah,
I
he's a
don't-
big guy.
Yeah,
I made
you guys went
water.
20
I just
days
sweat
without
it out.
pissing.
You gotta take some time to extra concentrate on sweating for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unrealistic if your character never shits.
Very true.
True.
Which is
We
why
also
Critical Role
only
characters
half the
shit in
time
alleyways
mention-
every
we
other
only-
episode.
We barely mention eating.
I assume that you guys eat every meal. You
do.
just
so you
pick
should
the
also
cheapest
assume
fucking
that we
one.
shit and piss.
Okay, I will assume that you are constantly leaving a trail of shit behind you.
Oh my god.
If you leave it to my imagination, I'm not going to treat it well.
To be honest, Pastry, Droogle does literally eat can and will literally eat everything, so he's always like hungry and simultaneously full.
Matt,
He is
about
like Doodle.
practicality and not role playing out shopping trips,
Dryas,
not role
Dryas,
playing
he's
out
Doodle.
every single meal, and not role playing out every time we have to go get like food and stuff.
Can I-
But
can
when
I-
it comes to shitting,
Can I
we have
If
to
you
say,
go
"I am
shit, your
going to the
character is
bathroom."
shitting. If
If
you're
you want those
mid-battle,
things-
have to
if
leave
you-
and go piss, your character is pissing mid-battle.
I can't.
If you want to roleplay
I
those
refuse.
things,
I
Pastry-
refuse to
Pastry,
abide
if you-
by
if-
that house rule because we
Pastry,
did not
if you-
agree on it
okay.
beforehand.
if you want to roleplay those things, you gotta just ask. Say, hey, I want to do roleplay these things more.
No, I'm not saying that I want to. I'm saying that for practicality, we've all agreed not to role play out these things. But then you're like, oh, it's unrealistic for you guys to not be shitting and stuff. You just want to make your lives harder.
I just want to make it reasonable for when your character gets up and leaves.
Yeah, fair.
One character isn't getting up and leaving. I'm like entrusting. I'm not. actually
Oh,
gonna
you
say
should
that.
not
I'm
entrust your
no,
character
no,
to
I'm not
anybody
saying-
here.
I haven't said it.
Haven't
I'm
said it.
saying, nope, I didn't say it. But like I'm saying,
Never
I
get mad.
cannot always control when my bladder decides it needs to burst. So
And you're okay.
And so, Red
think
also
it's
cannot control when his bladder needs to burst.
no. my
Speaking of which,
character.
I actually have to go take a piss.
Lion Growl is getting up and going piss.
Is
It's
the concept
fine.
of escapism like just not something you're in for, or like what?
Yeah, Matt. I understand that you don't want us leaving in the middle of the session, but sometimes nature calls.
It's just funny. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
it's funnier
our
if your character
characters
gets up
pissing
and leaves
shitting
to
in the
shit.
middle of the game is just it's a funny joke.
And it makes a little more sense as to why you're gone. And it gives us an excuse to skip you.
I don't think it makes any sense.
It gives us an
This is a very
excuse to
hard-
skip you.
This is a very hard stance to take. I don't. Pastry. I don't.
It's one
like,
of those things that I
I'm
just
on no
don't
one's
like.
side
It
here.
annoys me.
I don't care. I just think this is an interesting conversation we're having.
But I'm ready to stop at any moment.
Yeah, Lion Growl's just pissing in the corner right now. It's fine.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. It's not affecting the conversation.
Exactly.
People piss in that corner all the time.
Yeah. This corner. I just give
See,
him a
if
smile
what you're
and a
saying-
nod.
Pastry, if what you're saying is you don't want your character to pee whenever you go because you feel self-conscious about having to go to the bathroom a lot and you don't want that to transfer to your escapism, you can say that. You're allowed to say that.
It's not that I'm self-conscious, I just don't want it to transfer over, because I get that jokes are funny, but, like, I don't want you making it canon or whatever. Like, making it confirmed.
I mean, everybody has their own canon in their head. I feel like that's part of the magic of D&D. Canon is very loose in D&D. It's kind of like SCP.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of decide, like, there's base laws of the universe and, like, things we can't control, like what NPCs and stuff do, but everything with your character, canon's kind of your own.
Exactly, and Matt keeps trying to change it.
Well, what I'm saying is you don't have to... If that's not how you want to play the game, then just don't incorporate what Matt says into the way you see your character or, like, believe about your character. I'm just saying, just because Matt says something about your character doesn't mean it has to be true to you.
I just don't like how he keeps insisting on it.
Don't make me make Red go shit right now.
It's my
you
character.
You can't take over people's ability to control their own
I know.
I
I was
don't
trying
like
to
when
make
you do
it
that.
funny. I was trying to make a joke out of it.
Okay, so while Line Growl was gone, you just hear somewhere like towards the
Oh, I
bathroom.
thought we ended.
Did we?
No,
No, we did not
The
end.
stream's still up. I thought we, like, kind of loosely ended the session.
No. I will tell you if
Uh,
the session is over.
Yeah, I don't know. His conversation's gone on for a really long time.
While Line Growl was off towards the bathroom, you could faintly hear what sounded like two cats talking to each other. And the Line Growl's gonna come back, just holding a cat in his arms.
Why do you have...
Just like meowing to it?
Do you have a cat in your arms right now, Alex?
No, but I can definitely get one.
I'm the one with a cat in my arms.
Let me get him.
Why have you decided to find a cat?
I don't think
Okay,
Alex heard you.
I'm done talking about this.
I was just trying to vocalize that.
And
Matt-
I'm vocalizing that I am out
both-
of words to say about
Yeah,
it.
both of your opinions are valid. Play the game in the way that you enjoy and the way you have fun.
Yes,
And-
I am holding a cat.
All right.
Like what I'm just saying, like if Matt likes to imagine all of our characters pissing and shitting, that's Matt's canon, and that's funny for Matt. And if you don't like to see that, then you don't have to. That's all I was trying to say about canon. It's your own. It's your own wonderland.
I mean, don't assume that's what I'm imagining your characters are doing, but if you've
no,
gotten
in
up
my
and left,
canon,
your
Matt
character has
thinks-
gotten up and left for
In
me.
my canon, Matt thinks deeply and intimately about our characters pissing and shitting all the time.
Pissing and shitting.
It is Matt's favorite activity.
Yeah, that's your canon.
Okay, then my canon is Red is still a Republican.
Fuck off.
Yeah, that's my exact sentiment.
Can we not?
So
argue
anyway-
about this and just play D&D.
Are you guys gonna leave the city now, or are you guys gonna do some other things first?
I mean, I don't think we're gonna get paid enough from quests in the city for it to be worth it to stay. I think we should continue following the trail of our main thing, or do we want to try to find the vampires? Because I'm still down for trying to find the vampires.
I want to leave this weird ass city.
Then we'll leave.
Okay, we can leave then.
I think briefly about saying farewell to Tuck, but think it'll take up too much time and we'll get into long conversations that will take up too much time.
And while that whole conversation that took way too much, and while that
the
whole conversation that took way too much time to have, I have been making a snail out of what is this called? Putty on my desk. It's been great.
Fun.
So, are we gonna go to our boat and just like follow the guide of our new party member?
Yep, we're putting our lives in his hands.
As long
So
as you
as we're
promise we
walking-
can come back for the vampires.
Sure,
Matt?
buddy.
Matt, do you want to say anything?
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Every time we make a decision.
No,
you're not
no.
listening.
See, I heard most of what you guys said. I missed what Dryas said.
Guys asked.
I was asking if we can come back to the vampires to our party, but then I was asking you, like, I know you've been working in the vampire thing for a long time, so is there like, should we stay?
It'll still be there when you come back.
Okay, yeah. I'm asking for gentle encouragement.
I mean, there's a whole
city again.
There's a whole other portion of the city that you guys have not delved into at all. You just completely missed it.
Maybe we'll wait till we're higher level because those spirits underground almost killed us. So maybe we'll go continuing pulling some threads on our bigger quest and come back once we feel a little bit more confident in our abilities.
I like that you're abandoning Will-O-Wisps and vampires to go look at dragons.
That's exactly what Druggle would do.
Something even more powerful.
That's what I would do.
Okay, so...
Well, Druggle doesn't know that they're enemies. Druggle assumes they're all friendly gods. Even if one was burning Druggle alive, he would still assume, like, oh, what a godly thing to do.
Oh my god.
What were you saying, Aislinn?
As we're heading out, I'm gonna ask them, like, why are you guys looking for vampires? What's so fascinating about them?
Or not. They just...
we were bit by some, and we just wanted to deal with it.
Or so they say.
But... Red Matsun doesn't believe in vampires no matter what.
Can I, look at your vampire bites?
Yeah, Blind Growl's just gonna show.
Can I inspect their vampire bite?
There is no bite.
There's nothing there.
There's nothing there.
Has it already healed?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna
we
be
weren't
like,
turned into
okay,
vampires.
man.
They just stole our blood.
Yeah, you guys did not. You guys would not turn into vampires because you have to drink vampiric blood to become a vampire.
Which is why I wanted the blood so bad.
No.
Do you say that in game?
Yes.
I'm going to cringe.
Yes, exactly. That is my thought.
Exactly like your profile picture.
Yeah.
Did you say grin?
We don't want him to be.
Did you say grin or cringe?
I said cringe.
It sounds like a combination of the two.
I thought you said grin.
You said the Grinch before Christmas, you know?
No, I cringe.
Yeah. We didn't want him to be a vampire either, but he's very enthusiastic about it. So, it's also a good idea to leave town so that doesn't happen.
Don't you want cool magical powers?
Why do you want to be a vampire so bad?
Wouldn't you want cool magical powers?
Magical powers?
Yeah, vampires are all magically and sparkly.
Why do you think they have magical powers?
Because I read it in a book.
Oh, you can read?
Mostly.
No.
At this point, I have thought you are a 2-year-old child.
We're working on it.
That is mostly accurate.
Yeah, that is mostly accurate.
The only books I had access to for character story-wise were the ones that were children's books that people threw away after their kids grew up, because I lived underground. So my reading level is only as good as the children's books that I read that people threw out.
That's fair.
I would say that people would have also thrown out some of those, like, shitty smut novels, but you probably never bothered to read those.
They didn't have any pictures. Why would I?
Exactly. And they never threw out the ones with pictures.
You probably read, like, one smut novel and it was not as interesting because it didn't have photos.
Uh-huh. Well, also, kobolds don't live very long in general. And, like, I'm already kind of old for a kobold, so our, What was the name of the kobold in Critical Role that immediately died?
Spurt. Yeah.
Yeah. Kobolds, I feel like, are all kind of wacky little fellas because they don't expect to live very long.
Nah.
They're just enjoying life while they have it.
11 days old.
They just enjoy life while they have it, you know?
Yep.
I'm only old because I am royalty. Ooh. All right, what are we doing? Yeah, everyone's being quiet. I don't know what we're doing.
Sorry, I was
I thought
responding
the
to
session would've
Aislin's
ended by now.
message.
Yeah, we're texting on
Yeah,
the side.
yeah, okay. That's also the reason you're, yeah. Hold on.
I am getting so much love by a Loki right now.
That's good.
He's like kneading my arm.
That's good.
Okay, so you guys are getting in the boat, headed for Teceres?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and after that you're looking to head to Balloon?
Yes, so we can follow all of the
Okay,
leads that
so
we
I'm-
can.
But we're gonna stop by in Teceres first, probably.
Yeah, so I just need to know so I can make sure that both of those cities are built before you get there.
That is
So
fair.
there's like the gist of things, but not a ton.
So while we're on this boat, we should make more small talk. So I'm gonna be like, tell me about yourselves.
I'll have
very
Teceres built
awkwardly.
by next week.
'Kay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
I'm
good.
gonna roleplay being on the boat.
I'd like to imagine your character, Aislinn, just talks all the time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I believe that is one of your
nervously?
character traits.
What?
That is one of your character traits, isn't it?
No, actually, I don't think it is.
No?
Let me see.
We'll put it on there.
Nope.
Oh,
Put on
it's
there.
the
Actually,
You
the
like-
opposite.
you're-
I just
you're quiet, but you do like to talk at length about your profession.
yes, I am autistic.
Nice.
And have eczema.
Character trait eczema.
That's one of my traits. So I'm gonna be like, so tell me about yourself. Clearly not wanting you guys to tell me about yourselves, but
Wait, are you guys already on the boat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
unless you would like us to roleplay going to the boat.
I thought somebody would say we go to the boat and leave.
Yeah,
but,
I said
you
that
know.
like
He
3
did.
times.
I
Matt.
didn't hear you say it.
Well, not my fault.
You might have been quiet. I don't know.
I said it 3 times,
Well, I
loudly
didn't
and
hear it.
quietly.
Because you are deaf.
Because you don't like to listen.
Okay, I feel like we just need to end it here. There's a lot of
Yeah,
aggression.
Yeah.
And
I thought that session would have ended by now, like a while ago, because it came to a natural stopping point.
I think us leaving on a boat is a good,
Yeah.
like, we're gonna go on an adventure and have fun.
That's where I
Uh,
intended to leave it, but I didn't hear anybody specifically say we go to the boat and leave.
Even though I did.
I didn't hear it.
You two just need some space from each other, I feel like,
You
for
do.
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. And Alex and I both need to go to bed.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
Vic is
Alex
just
is-
too much like my little
And-
brother.
and me and Andreas need to go see our trans mom tomorrow.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
You have a trans mom?
You gotta be well rested for that.
Yeah,
The
we told you
owner
about
of
this.
the owner of the game store that we go to.
Oh,
Yeah. She came out as trans a few weeks ago to us.
nice.
That's nice.
And now she is fully out at work. So
That's great.
so her store is really pro LGBT, of course. So
You could send me the link of, or like the name of the store that you guys go to. 'Cause I'm
B-side.
looking for- You should send it to me because I'm
Yeah.
not gonna remember.
yeah, totally.
Yeah,
Thank
and you
you.
might not want to dox us.
Well, it's
Yeah.
By the
too
way,
late for that.
I'm sending my next week's work schedule into the scheduling
So
chat
Matt sees it.
so that everybody sees it. As
Yeah, I
I've
wasn't
been
the
doing
only
it,
one
as
who
I have
forgot.
been for past few months.
Well, I don't look at it. I don't look at it because it doesn't really apply to me. So I just
It's like good to know.
So, Monday or Wednesday for next week.
we can
Sounds
do
good.
Wednesday.
Or we could also do Fridays again, but start at 7. Or sorry.
More like
Yeah,
7:30.
yeah,
'cause
7
Trevor
yeah.
has to
At
drive
least.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to drive home, and also like I tend to stay late because I only work 6
Yeah, so
hours,
we'll-
and sometimes I get caught up.
We
in what I'm doing.
can so Monday, Wednesday, or start at 8 on Friday.
Yeah, and starting at 8 is a bit. Well, if it's
I mean,
weekend.
I can do it cuz I stay up till 2 in the morning on weekends anyway.
Oh, what about Aislinn?
What?
No, it's a Friday.
What days do Aislinn does it? Do you work,
Oh,
Aislinn?
Monday
I work
through
Monday
Thursday.
through Friday.
Oh, you do work
8 to
Fridays.
4:30. Pretty set. Sometimes I work 8 to 5:30, but that's
Okay.
just I get to choose when I work that late.
Matt, is your stream over?
No, but I
I'm
can
gonna
end
my
it.
stream.
Thanks for
Have a
watching.
good
Have a
night,
good night.
everybody.
Bye.
Remember
Tell
to
me
be
when-
nice to